Now you gotta also ask yourself, when does Take Two's partnership up with PlayStation?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna correct you on that one. Take Two rejected Microsoft publicly, and the reason why
Oh no,
Microsoft.
no, I
Hold on,
know
hold
they
on,
did.
hold
I
on, hold on, hold on.
know
Let me
they
tell
did.
you what I heard. Okay, then you can see if you want to agree or not. But by them rejecting them, or even going over there to try to buy them, that means that they knew something was about to go down. Now you got to remember, all of these times they are attempted to buy somebody big, they didn't buy it out of thin air. They knew something was going down between that person and Sony. Let's break into it. Good morning, everybody. We're diving right into it.
Thank you.
I'm ready. The chat is ready. Let's go over it. First of all, let's continue on the topic that we was talking about off air. And this was about what's going on with Microsoft and the pattern of Sony. Microsoft has heads up information because they're so big of when Sony is about to move.
Happy birthday, nasilip kayo.
When they're about to, when Sony is about to snore, when Sony is about to blink their fucking eyes, when Sony is about to order from McDonald's, Microsoft knows, right? And Microsoft knew when Sony was going to make the deal with Discord. What did Microsoft try to do? Buy Discord. Microsoft knew when Sony was going to make the deal with Bethesda for more exclusives. What did Microsoft do? Buy Bethesda. Microsoft knew when Sony was going to make Grand Theft Auto 6 exclusive, or any other Grand Theft games in the future, or Rockstar Games exclusive. What did Microsoft do? They handed over to Take-Two to try to buy Take-Two. You see what I'm saying? Microsoft knew that if they did not lock down Activision, Sony was going to continue a relationship for another generation with Activision. How do you take that off the table? You buy them.
Hey, I gotta say one thing.
Yeah.
There's got to be an antitrust lawsuit coming. There's got to be.
Somebody was. I saw somebody say something about lawsuit in Six stream. I didn't know what lawsuit they were talking about, but that kind of makes sense.
That was me. That was me talking about the antitrust
I mean,
lawsuit.
bro, we just saw what got went down with
Say what?
I'm trying to wait for True Witty because what's going on?
Because
Okay. So we just saw what happened with Sumo Digital, right? Things didn't look right over here in the United States, and UK had to do their investigation. Ultimately, they went with was it Tencent, and allowed Tencent to go forward with the acquisition of Sumo Digital. There's a lot of shit to talk about. There's a lot of stuff I see. There's a lot of patterns I see. The first pattern that we already went over, when Microsoft saw that Sony was going to make deals, or, actually just make deals. Sony's not stupid enough to go buy publishers that they can't fucking completely fund and then do the shit that they normally do on the side, which is bringing out, hopefully, AAA quality exclusives and shit. They're not going to do stuff like that. But they were making a lot of deals. They had a lot of partnerships. I believe Bethesda's fell through because Microsoft owns them. Anything from Activision fell through because Microsoft owns them. Discord didn't happen. Microsoft tried to fucking acquire them. They couldn't do it. Take-Two, Microsoft went over there, tried to acquire them. Didn't want to go for it. They're acquiring people, and I know this is going to piss people off. You can agree or not. Bethesda's weakened. Activision weakened. They were not the Bethesda of old. They were not the Activision of old. You have to realize that Activision lost the entire contract for Marvel video games. They had that contract for 3 generations. They lost it. PS1, PS2, PS3. Activision, for 3 console generations, held the Marvel video game contract. They lost it. They were not trusted with it anymore. They could not make good quality games anymore. With all the sexual harassment, lawsuits and shit like that that's been going on at Activision, I told you guys last year it wasn't going to go down the way that everybody wanted it to. And I think a lot of you guys, if you've been watching me, you remember when Cory Barlog and Herman Holst. No, it was Corey and Jim Ryan said something on the negative side about the lawsuits going forward with Activision. And I said live, I don't think that's a good idea for you to talk bad about people you're still in bed with. What I was thinking, and I had said in another stream, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to work with them, because I was just seeing some, what Microsoft was doing, and I was like, they're getting weaker over there with Activision. They're weak enough for Microsoft to buy. Get Crash, get Spyro the Dragon, call it a day. Don't kick motherfuckers while they're down. See what you can buy off of them while they down. Give them that money for those IPs, and then let them go on their way. For some reason, Corey wanted to run his mouth. Jim Ryan wanted to run his mouth. They was like, oh, y'all want to talk bad? Cool. You're not getting Crash. You're not getting Spyro. And we're going to go with Microsoft. This is why you don't fucking do that dumb shit, bro. Just because everybody on the internet is going in the one direction, do not fucking do that shit. Do not fucking do that shit. They fucked themselves over. Look, bro, there's an upside to this live stream, and we're going to get to it. But the downside is what we're going to talk about right now. And Jim Ryan, Corey, they need to learn to control their fucking mouths. They're on a more professional level than this whole live stream shit that we got. The PlayStation Legion, myself, this YouTube channel, they're on a high ass professional level. They're not supposed to talk bad about their partners.
Dude, anybody in the corporate world know that.
You fucked yourself over. You made this deal so easy for Activision to make. And yes, let's be 100% honest. There's no racism in this. I'm just going to be honest. Microsoft was able to get away with these two publisher acquisitions because they are United States based. Microsoft has not been able to lock down European based publishers for acquisition or Japanese based publishers for Activision, even though the Xbox fanboys have been making false claims about those Activisions for the last 3 years. Nothing has came out of it. So we are looking at a pattern of two big United States-based publishers being acquired by a United States company. And it makes sense. There's nothing, bro. I woke up, everybody freaking out. There's nothing fucking weird about this. This is normal. Remember, I told you guys, we're still in the beginning of the fucking year. Beginning of this, we're pretty much in the beginning of the month. I already told you guys when shit was going to start operating. We weren't going to get operations. We weren't going to get news in the very beginning of the month. We were going to get our big news towards the middle of the month to the end. Why? Because that's when these big wigs are done with their vacation. I work for the federal government. I know when people of higher status come back from these major vacations. And they do not come back to work in the first week or the second week of January. They start to come back to work in fucking the third week. Where are we? Third week. So I already knew something big was going to go down. As you guys know, I know my patterns. You might think that's crazy. Knowing patterns to me means I know when shit's going to happen. Things are on the schedule for me. I know when this is going to happen. I know when that's going to happen. I might not know what will happen, but I know something's going to happen. We switched our schedule from all week for the PlayStation Legion all the way to Tuesday and Thursday. And why do we switch it to Tuesday and Thursday? Today's Tuesday. This is the day when big news comes out. I talked to True Witty about it. He was like, oh, that's why you changed it. Yes. New year. I know what's happening. We don't have to go live every fucking day. I know when the big news is going to come out. Big news happens today. Big news. Major red alert news. Let's get everybody's opinions on the event, and I'm going to go change the logo, and then then I'm going to go talk to the chat. So, True Witty, since you already started talking, you can go first.
As I've said this before. Jim Ryan needs to go. He's not fit for this time. He's not fit for working at the head of PlayStation. He needs to go. He needs to go simply because he doesn't know how to stop talking, and he's not even a good presenter, anyways. He's not a good presenter. He doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. He's going to throw Sony under the bus every single time because he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. You do, as I said earlier, I said this earlier when we were like, when we were live. You do not talk about your people like that. The people you're partnering with. You do not talk to them like that, especially when they're in a bad spot. And as I said, maybe J Tech is right, but um, what do you call it? When Sony's deal with Activision is up next year. That's the reason why they said that the deal will be finalized next year. That this deal will be finalized next year, which means that next year is probably the last year you'll get a Call of Duty on PlayStation or any game on PlayStation from that publisher. And on top of that, we also got to look at the other publishers that Sony's partnering with. They got time doing their when they're up as well. I
Yeah, and
don't know,
Sony ain't Nintendo.
bro.
Let's keep it a buck. Sony ain't Nintendo. Sony's
Nope.
IPs are strong, but they not Nintendo strong.
No, they're not. That's the issue. That's the issue. Sony thinks. Oh man, all I can do is laugh right now because I think this is just absolutely ridiculous and hilarious.
It
But
is,
Sony's
but I
digging
hope
their-
I hope
Sony's digging their
everybody
own
keeps a
grave.
level head though. Like it's nothing Sony was gonna be able to do. I remember a lot of PlayStation gamers like they coming to me with this news and it's like, Jay, what's going on? What's going on, bro? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm a normal gamer. I analyze this stuff. I've been gaming for a long time, been doing YouTube for a long time. So some things I know and some things I don't know. One thing I can let you guys know, I'm powerless to do anything. So you come into me thinking
Oh no, we
that
are
I can get shit done. I can't get shit done. Fuck, Sony can't even
no.
get shit done. What I will let y'all know, Sony is powerless as well to stop this type of shit. What are they gonna do? Put their whole
The only,
fucking
the only,
company on the line to buy these fucking big companies that they can't buy? No, they're not gonna do that. Microsoft's gonna win some, and then Microsoft's gonna lose some. Right
I
now,
don't
you gotta look.
honestly,
Okay,
honestly, I think so. I think Microsoft can get away with this. Someone said that can they really actually get away with it? Can the government step in? I'm like, no.
the government's not gonna
Just like
step in
when they
because we're
bought,
talking about a United States company buying another not United States company, right?
yeah,
And then they agree. They're
that's
agreeing. They're
monopolizing.
agreeing.
At,
I
at,
know. I know
at
it's
this
a
point, they're
monopoly. I know it's a
monopolizing.
monopoly, but the government didn't step in for Bethesda.
But you want to know why? Because it's not technically under Microsoft. It's under a
Yeah, but
different
see, the
company.
thing about it is the reason the government didn't do it for Bethesda is because they basically said it needed to be another big purchase like this one for them to step in and do an antitrust lawsuit. It had to be another big
It had to
But
be
purchase
another one.
where they
Well,
had to
then there
pay.
may be something that
listen,
happened, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, it's definitely gonna happen." Microsoft's gotten away with a lot of cruddy shit, and yes, they are no
but
strangers to being in a
Okay,
United
okay.
States
Let me
court.
tell you how they get away with it.
but you gotta also
Hold up, hold
understand.
up, hold up, hold up. Let me tell you how they get away with it. The way that they get away with it is to do what everybody been saying beforehand that they were going to do, and that was to go third party and stop making hardware. If they stop making hardware and go third party, they can buy as many companies as they want because they're not seen as that big monopoly because they're providing for everybody versus just their hardware.
I
Yeah,
agree,
I don't know
and
about.
this is what I want to say about that. Right, I agree
No,
100%
you
what you
personally.
just said, but then this wording that they've been using is weird. Like, oh, okay, uh, our games are still gonna be played everywhere, but then some aren't. You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
it's
on
like
all
I don't want I
simultaneous,
don't want
right?
to be
That's
competitive,
the
but
thing.
then again I do want to be competitive.
There is no loophole for getting rid of that hardware when it comes down to antitrust. If they see that you are still producing a product and not providing for everybody, and you say that about some games, and you're still owning that publisher, they're gonna look at them kind of funny, like, yo, the only way that you can get away with this is if you pay us a certain amount to allow that shit to still be out there, and you still be considered third party, meaning that you have less games on your platform that are exclusive, meaning you got one or two, but the rest of them go everywhere else. And it's like, do I lose money on those one or two? Or do I put everything everywhere so that I can constantly keep the money coming in, so we can constantly keep on saying, hey, it doesn't matter where you go to play, you're going to see. And that's the thing. I don't even think they keep an Xbox as anything. Like, I don't even think it's going to end up being completely Microsoft Game Studios, and they're going to phase out Xbox, because it's like, why do we need to keep this brand if we can just put and the thing about it is they're going to do it real slow. They're going to drip feed this shit into change it from Xbox Game Studios to Microsoft Game Studios.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought they already did that.
Is that your son?
I thought they did the name change already.
No, they went back and forth. Like, it's still some Xbox Game Studios, but
Oh, you can't stay here.
All right, buddy.
That shit
you know,
crazy.
I think that's not going to be the case. Like, they're going to end up sitting up there getting rid of that name completely, because I'm looking at it like this. Why would you want to sit up there and keep a tarnished brand on your, just on your payroll? You got a tarnished brand where your gamers, they recognize it, but they didn't buy any of the stuff, and yet and still you want to put it on other places and have it look new and not be a damn problem, where they're looking at it as like, man, why is Xbox on PlayStation? Why is Xbox on Nintendo? You know?
Yeah, one second. I think I'm good with the logo. Let's try and get a red alert logo. But yeah. So this is what I'm gonna say, right? I was listening to the sixth stream. I did a small workout, not my major schedule workout. I did a small little workout, and I was listening to the sixth stream and preparing the stream today. And when they said like this thing about this is how they win, by forcing Sony into submission, I can agree with that. Like, if Microsoft continues to spend this type of money to buy publishers, then yeah. But in the United States, how many United States-based publishers are left? Name them.
We only got like maybe 2 or 3.
EA and who else?
Take-Two.
Okay. Who else?
Shit.
Exactly. But I understand what you're saying. The antitrust lawsuit probably will be filed, because they did attempt to buy Take-Two. It's like Microsoft just didn't give a fuck. So maybe they know something we don't know as normal gamers, because I'm not a lawyer. So maybe they knew something that we don't know, and they knew that they could get away with it, because they definitely tried to monopolize.
I forgot about one other thing that happens with an antitrust lawsuit that makes the loophole.
You
Hold on, True Witty. Hold on, True Witty. Hold on. Let them finish. I want to hear this.
If you are found to be a monopoly, they force you to break up.
They force you to break up. Explain.
They force you to break up. So basically, Microsoft would have to segment those studios, and they couldn't be all under the Microsoft umbrella. Like, they'd have to do studios that are Microsoft's, but they don't have a Microsoft name on them.
That's why I was saying, like, when they did Bethesda, they were like, oh, Bethesda's going to operate by itself. Do you think they did that to try to get away from the antitrust lawsuit?
Yes.
So you think Activision going to be the same way? Oh, we own Activision, but they're going to be operating by themselves?
Yes.
So if they continue to keep doing that, then they can monopolize without, monopolizing on paper. I guess.
All they have to do is keep from saying that these are Microsoft studios.
But everybody knows they're Microsoft studios.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like I said, it was definitely going to be some sort of way that they know that they can get away with it. And if they can get away with it that way, then hey, that's what they're going to do. But as far as Sony, there's a couple more.
But also, they cannot leverage exclusivity, because that would put them under the Microsoft umbrella.
They're already doing it. Well, Starfield.
They could get sued for that.
That's what I'm saying.
In which case,
They're gonna do it with Starfield. They're gonna do it with some other games from Activision. They're going to do that shit, bro.
the only way
There
around that
was
is that it's
something.
timed exclusivity. It's not permanent.
Yeah, bro. This is what's about to be funny. Oh, I think we missed one. You said Take-Two. You said EA. What
Yeah.
about Bungie?
Bungie small time.
No, but it's still a big name.
They're
They're
not a big
American. They're
publisher.
American, right?
Yeah, but it's small time. It ain't like a big studio. That's like sitting them.
Okay. I wanted to say THQ, but they're European now, right?
They're small as well.
Yeah, they're owned by Nordic.
Yeah, they're owned by Nordic. Okay. I'm gonna have to look to the chat real quick. 1 second. I'm just trying. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. This is a red alert type of logo, so I just made a new red alert logo. There we go. Because this is everything but this is not a fucking normal stream. This is gonna be a red alert.
It's a red alert.
This is definitely a fucking this is what we call red alert. Like this is not your normal stream. This is some crazy shit. Look, it's normal, but it's still crazy. You wake up on a Tuesday. Now, first of all, I don't know what's gonna happen on a Tuesday. I just know shit's gonna happen, right? Okay, I'm gonna share the secret to these patterns that I tell you guys about, right? Nobody goes to work on Mondays anymore. I do. Normal people do. But most of the big business people, they don't do shit on Monday. Monday is still a fucking weekend for them, right? Friday, most of these businesses don't work on Friday either. Still part of the weekend. Which days do they work? Thursday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? We're having our news streams on Tuesday and Thursday. The reason why we have our news streams on Tuesday and Thursday from now on, because that's the beginning of the news period and the end of the news period. I don't give a fuck about Wednesday. If I need to go live on Wednesday for important red alert shit, I will go live. But other than that, we're not going to go live on Wednesday. We go live on Thursdays and Tuesdays. So that's why we changed our schedule according to what I've seen from the industry and what I've heard from certain people wanting a 4-day work week, even though motherfuckers only working 3 days anyway, because they're not sharing news with us on Mondays, you know, and they ain't share really much news with us on fucking Fridays. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday where we actually get news. So that's why we changed our live stream, and that's the pattern, you know, just so you don't think I'm crazy or shit. That shit happens. Look at the fucking news. Look when shit breaks. They didn't break it yesterday. I know it was a holiday yesterday, but still, they would not have broken it on a Monday. They would have broken it on a Tuesday. Because that's when they really go back into business. This is also to kind of like tell Sony that, you know, we already know you have a lot of games, but, you know, we're going to see what we can do with having the more popular games, right? Call of Duty is more popular than Horizon, even though the last Call of Duty Vanguard didn't do so well when it came to views, and possibly Call of Duty going forward won't do so well when it comes to views because people could be enthusiastic about it and go return, or people like, fuck this shit, I'm not going to return, right? Look, it's a lot for Microsoft to manage. That's what I will say. If they are just buying these people, just say they can say we own them now, but they're gonna work like they normally work. But like Rob was saying, he was like, then they they're still gonna make games exclusive when they see fit. That's cool. I don't know a lot of stuff that comes from Activision outside of Crash and Spyro. Recently, that's not Call of Duty.
They got respawned.
No. Hold on. I gotta go get that list because it was a list. Where is it? It's in the red alerts, right? There it is. It's a little wallpaper we're gonna put up for our there we go. Messages popping off. What's going on over here? Okay. Open the original, yeah. Okay, so I got the wallpaper. It's always crazy when I'm not gonna say like Xbox fans were predicting this. Xbox fans were predicting Take-Two. They knew some of the Xbox fans that do talk to real developers. They knew that Microsoft went there. They didn't know that Microsoft was successful. They just know that Microsoft went there. So they made a wallpaper that made it seem like Xbox was gonna buy Take-Two, but in reality, they got rejected, just like Discord rejected Microsoft with their acquisition, and then they went to somebody else. We still got. I still want to do another 20 minutes of all the bad, of what this means. So I'm gonna put 1 second. I want to put this over paper up, and we gotta get the stuff out the way real quick. Just 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, I wish I should have had this on standby before. I don't know why I didn't have it, man. We good? We good. Okay, there we go. So Activision Plus, Xbox Plus, Activision, Blizzard, and King, I think, and that's the people that have the Candy Crush. So They have World of Warcraft, which, as you guys know, I reported here that we heard a rumor that World of Warcraft was going to be exclusive to Xbox. It was going to come to console, but it was going to be exclusive to Xbox. It was a rumor. I probably should have followed through with some of these rumors. You know, I kind of wait until the shit gets confirmed because I don't want to have egg on my face. But if we would have followed through with that rumor, we could have connected to what happened today. That means that if that game was going to be exclusive, and we know that Activision would have made it multi-plat, there must have been something there. We didn't see anything about Candy Crush. StarCraft is over there. That's PC. Diablo, that's PC. Overwatch. Most of the people that play that right now are on PC. The people that really play on console would be like Call of Duty. And then, hold on, let me move the mic down with me real quick because I gotta look at this shit. Treyarch, Raven, High Moon, Beanox. I don't know what that other one is. Infinity Ward, Demonware, and Toys for Bob, which, as you know, they have Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. That's 8. That's 8. That's 8 studios. And then a company, right? So, that's a lot, man. They got a lot right now. That's what they got.
Dude, they got a lot to pay for right now.
Yeah, you know what? The pattern I'm seeing between Activision and Blizzard and Bethesda is the PC. That's the pattern. A lot of their games are PC focused. You see what I'm saying? With Elder Scrolls and Fallout. You see what I'm saying? And then over here with Activision, you got Overwatch that's, loved by the PC community more so than the console gamers. Diablo, StarCraft, World of Warcraft. They definitely want to do this PC push. And I think they're doing a good job. I know it's weird for me to compliment the other guy, but they are doing a good job on what they want. And they want to make a PC push. I don't know if it's going to be successful later on. What are we looking at? We're looking at $70 billion? Was it $70 billion for this acquisition?
Yeah.
That's like, I don't even know how many times that is compared to Bethesda. Like Bethesda what was Bethesda, $7 billion?
Yep.
The fuck? They jumped. Damn, bro. They jumped from $7 billion to $70 billion. My only question, and this is bad news for them. We're still gonna talk about the bad news for Sony because we still got about 17 minutes to talk about the bad news. Then we got break away and talk about some of the good stuff that could come from this. How the fuck do they? how does this pay for itself? After the acquisition is finalized, how does this pay for itself?
Basically, what they're saying is that since they're still self-sufficient, then all it'll be is profit. That they're not losing any money just because, Activision and Bethesda were both supposed to be self-sufficient. So therefore, they can make their own money without having to worry about being funded any type of way.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you look at it that way, then I think everything is good on their part. It's a cheap way out. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a cheap way to win. You just buy other people. You don't make your own shit. Your own shit doesn't get Game of the Year. You saw what happened with what was it? With the Game Awards, how they had multiple games underneath their umbrella that were nominated. This shit is not gonna go away. Like, they're going to continue to have multiple games going in the Game of the Year or E3s that are gonna be nominated. We do have a rumor to talk about, and the rumor is from Jeff Grubb claiming that the E3 digital conference is going to be canceled. Xbox doesn't need E3. I hope Xbox fans understand they just don't need E3 right now. If we're just looking at it, Xbox has enough studios to conduct their own Xbox showcase or inside Xbox. That's the weird thing. It's still too much. Whether you're looking at them not needing to pay for it, it's not hurting their pockets. Like, I'm still confused though, Rob. Help me understand. So they pay $70 billion, but that don't make a dent in nothing. Like, how are they paying for it? Like, it's $70 billion, but you mean
but I'm looking
that's
at
not
it
gonna
as
hurt anything?
It's short-term vision versus long-term vision. Short-term vision, yeah, they not hurting for money right now, but let's say they start losing money and Call of Duty's not making money for them anymore, then what happens? But I mean, shoot, people keep on. This is the thing that kills me about folks sitting up there making these predictions about what games are going to continue to make money, even if they're terrible. There have been plenty of games we've seen where people used to sit up there and say, "Oh, well, they print money." Look at Sonic. Sonic used to print money, but then Sonic had them off years. And when Sonic had them off years, how much money did Sonic make?
Exactly. And see, that's what I'm saying about Call of Duty. Call of Duty is always going to be popular, right? But the last Call of Duty wasn't, and there was a couple of Call of Duties that weren't very well received. And if you feel that you really don't want to buy any of the new ones, you could just continue to play the free-to-play ones. There's some more bad news for the next 13 minutes. This negatively impacts Halo going forward. Because nobody needs to play Halo, because now Microsoft is the parent company of Call of Duty. This is probably the stupidest thing if you wanted to make Halo look better on its own by buying the company that is a direct competitor of Halo. Like,
You think this is the death knell for Halo?
It is the death knell. Halo was the death knell for Halo. But this is really the death knell for Halo, that you have multiple shooters under the same roof and you expect one to do better than the other? Like, the only way to do that is to continue to have them multi-platform, but eventually you know that their value is greater to you as an exclusive. So when do we see them pulling and saying, hey, nah, this one not going over? They just did it with Elder Scrolls. They just announced it. They just did it with Starfield.
What I see what happened, and I'm believing this more and more every time I see moves like this being made, is that basically this is the death of the dinosaurs, and then a bunch of smaller studios are going to pop up and make bigger games that are better than the ones that they're making, and they're going to be looking like, damn, what do we do? Like, we kind of fucked ourselves because we can't go out there and get any more money because we're under this one company, and like all our games are turning out to be mediocre.
Hold on. Look, everybody in the chat, right? You guys are grown ass men and women. You guys know how to drive. You know how to open your door and lock the door. You know how to take a shower, right? You know how to brush your hair. You know how to brush your teeth. You know what to do. How the hell am I looking at 25 likes? If you are a functioning adult and you're coming here to listen to us talk about the topics of today, the one thing you can do out of respect is hit the like button. I'm not asking for super chats. I didn't even remind y'all to subscribe. But damn. You mean to tell me y'all can't hit the like button? For real? You know how to brush your teeth. You know how to wash your ass. You know how to take a piss. You're potty trained. But you can't hit the like button. If I came to your fucking channel, best believe the first thing I do is hit the like button. Motherfucker, I scroll through Twitter liking multiple posts. I don't even know who most of them are, but I like that shit out of respect because it came in front of my face. I looked at it. I'm scrolling down like, out of respect. Just out of respect. I would do it for you. Do that shit for us. What we have to say is very important, and going forward this year, we gotta have a lot of important stuff, and I want a lot of gamers to hear this shit. I want to include more gamers to this. Also, if you have a computer or a phone, I'm gonna go put out a link for about 10 people to get into our Discord. So all you have to do is have a PlayStation Network account, so we can verify that you play video games, and yeah, that'll be it. But yeah, hit the like button, bro. I looked at this shit. It was like sitting at 25. I'm like, I know these people know how to walk, right? They know how to tie their shoe. They know how to wash their ass and brush their teeth. And when you leave the house in the fucking morning or the evening, you lock your fucking door. But you come here and you're like, nah, I'm just going to listen. I'm not going to like. Come on, bro. Y'all can do better. I know y'all better than that. Y'all know how to play games, right? You know how easy it is to click that like button? It's easier than doing all the shit I named. These are things you have to be taught over time. Hitting the like button is just really it's easy. It's easy. I don't want to have to remind you guys, but let me go put a reminder up because again, we were sitting at like what 91 views just now, and then people was like, still not gonna hit that like button. Okay, cool.
Hit it, man. Hit it. Hey,
that's just
hey,
crazy.
man. Yo, Jay, I just saw your title, bro. Like, god damn. This man said,
well, like I said, I told you we're gonna go with all the bad news, and we gonna get to some of the good news. But we still got 9 minutes of bad news, and this is bad for PlayStation because ultimately it takes a major first-person shooter off of your table. You can no longer advertise Call of Duty as something that's going to push people to buy your console. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I wouldn't even advertise it for next year. Why not? At this point, you're advertising your competitor's game.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Activision has been acquired by Microsoft.
I seen that, man. I had to stop playing golf. I seen that.
That's what's going on. That's the big news. That's the only thing that's going on today. There's nothing else going on today except for that.
Microsoft is going to win simply by buying up everything. That's how they're going to win.
Okay,
yeah,
we got 7 minutes. We got to talk about all the bad news, man. We cannot talk about. We got to cram pack some more bad news into this before we get to the good news. The news that I know, the shit that I know. Come on, any more bad news? Just spill it out in the chat. I see y'all guys. Big shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody in the chat in a little bit, but I'm working on this notification to remind the other grown men in the chat to hit the like button because you guys came here to support. You came here to support us and listen to what we have to say, but then again, you didn't quite do it. It's like you come to somebody's fucking party and you eat all their food, but you don't say thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. You know? I wouldn't go to your party and eat all your food and not say thank you.
I say thank you.
You know, I would say thank you.
I say thank you.
Exactly. It's like thank you for spending your time to talk with us, making sure that you get the graphics right and the interface right. and the logos right and getting that gameplay out, getting that gaming news out, shit that I do on the daily, I'm not compensated by this by any means by YouTube at all. Like, nah, no. But I will be putting the reminder up in the next minute. So yeah, this is not good for PlayStation because you know you needed multiplayer games. I'm about to get that. I'm about to get that.
Super chat.
1 second. Let me just get this almost done.
I don't agree with what he's saying either.
1 second. There we go.
So what y'all think?
I think it's bad. I mean, because Sony been in bed with Activision for the purpose of Call of Duty for a long time. If they would have gone forward and had a good relationship with Activision, you're looking at the amount of IPs that they could have possibly had on their platform now. That is all but over.
Do y'all think Sony will fold now, make Game Pass part of the ecosystem?
I don't think I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I do know that that's something that we're going towards, that Microsoft buys enough people to sit up there and say, hey, well, you got no choice but to put Game Pass on your platform because all the games that your people want is over here. I could agree with that, but I don't think so. Not in the near future.
I don't think it's enough for Sony to break Sony. But
I really that's what Microsoft wants to do, but I don't think Sony will fold under that pressure.
I mean, they're still the market leader. Like Microsoft can buy all the damaged goods, and this is the bad news. This is still bad news. And yes, this bad news is not for PlayStation. This bad news is also for Xbox. The bad news is both of the American companies they purchased were bad. They were in bad conditions. Don't sit up here and tell me that fucking Bethesda was at an all-time high. Don't sit up here and tell me that Activision was at an all-time high. No, their greatest years were behind them. They got them at a discount.
But Jay, you gotta understand, they purposely went through and destabilized Activision.
I couldn't hear that.
They purposely.
Shooty, were you in the bathroom?
Oh, where you at, bro?
God damn it! I still got my work. God damn it!
You said they purposely did what?
They purposely went through and destabilized Activision. You think those articles about?
We do gotta talk about that. Oh, thanks for reminding us of that. Okay, so I heard this on 6, but it makes sense. Yeah, Mike Ybarra, right? Mike Ybarra left Xbox, went to work for Blizzard, and around the time that he went to work for Blizzard, all the sexual harassment and allegations started coming out. The lawsuits started flowing in. It does seem like Mike Ybarra was an agent to destroy Activision from the inside, then to make Activision put Activision in a weakened state to allow Microsoft to buy them at a discount. It's kind of like a Black Friday sale for Microsoft, but they had somebody on the inside that did some damage that would get that sale down to Microsoft's liking.
The thing that got me is, how could they be so stupid not to realize that this guy was coming in to fuck them over?
Because they're fucking stupid, bro. They're stupid. Look at Bobby Kotick. All he's doing is taking bonuses. He's not really managing that fucking ship. Man, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. They're stupid, bro. Activision's stupid, bro. They really stupid, bro.
Just got up there and made the investors look at them and be like, yo, we need to get rid of that motherfucker immediately. He's not paying attention, and this other company's coming in to fuck us. Hell.
But guess what, bro? Guess what? The bad news? We got 2 minutes until we start going to the good news. The bad news is just too fucking late. It's too late. I don't know if anything can stop this deal. This deal seems set in stone right now. It is way too fucking late.
Man, damn.
I just call it how I see it, bro. It looks like it's way too late. If anybody's upset, True Witty, what are you trying to say?
Nah, robot. Nah, I'm good.
We can't, bro. We cannot hear you, bro. Damn, bro. I really, True would have got some good shit to say, but you can't hear him like this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This news just kicked me off of the golf course, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, not this news.
There's an upside to this, but for the investors over at Activision, for the people that work at Activision that didn't want somebody like Microsoft to come in and pick them up, it's too late. That's the bad news for them. It's too fucking late. You watch Mike Ybarra walk into your fucking office. You didn't suspect a single fucking thing. He sabotaged your whole fucking organization, weakened them, and devalued them, and then made them available on a silver platter for Microsoft. And yes, this is exactly what happened. You gotta remember, before Mike Ybarra went over there to work, none of these lawsuits were public. None of this shit was going on. Jason Schreier was not doing any digging into Activision. I'm letting you guys know, bro. This shit happened over the course of 2 years.
All this news, Jay, was in house. As soon as he got there, everything was out of the bag.
Yep,
everything.
Exactly.
Because this is not the first time all the accusation was happening over there. It's just that they control it in house, just like every business does. They control it in house and deal with it in house. But as soon as he got there, all hell break loose.
And it was too late to sit up there and blacklist him from the business when he came out there and made everything go public and they kept it in house.
Exactly. I want to get to the super chats. I think I got two, but Mr. Heisenberg with a $4.99 super chat. You say, I disagree with Sony investing in more multiplayer games since they already had the biggest third party, but now I understand why they're doing it. That's the good news, and we're about to break into that. We're going to go through a lot of news in the next 2 hours. But
if that's the case, Jay, if that's the case, Sony know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's the case, the reason why we were saying why Sony is doing all these multiplayers, this is the reason why. They trying to find their own multiplayer.
Yeah,
this is the reason.
And I wanna say this is some really good news we're about to talk about. Ice Queen said something about stop unbanning. I'm confused what's going on in the chat. Can somebody help me out in the chat? The fucking laptop running slow because I'm trying to do some shit. This fucking shit, bro.
The Ice Queen is a mod though, right?
No. She's saying somebody else is unbanning a racist troll. Who is unbanning a racist troll? We don't deal with that shit. We have no time to deal with trolling in 2022. Literally, we have games, we have breaking news, and we're gonna have a lot of crazy shit go down this whole year. I'm not dealing with them or the PC fan base, bro. Like,
this is just the start. This is just gonna trigger Sony. That's what this is doing.
Yeah, let's get some direction on this. Let's get some direction on how it's gonna happen, and what are the good things from this. I'm gonna give you guys. We had just talked about it the other day. 1 second, I'm trying to do something. Laptop is fast. Got a SSD, not on the level of the PS5, but every time when I try to do shit on my YouTube page, it be freezing up like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all could only see right now what's going on. I'm like, this shit trying to chug. And I have no idea why it's trying to chug.
Currently, Jake, check in the chat. You're getting hit with a lot of spam all of a sudden. A lot of spam has hit the chat.
Okay.
So the mod's been trying to hit him, right? What happens, say one mod hits it, another mod also hit it, but the hidden is unhidden.
Oh, okay. So, look. every mod gonna have to take a troll. Remember, you just trust the other mods. We got so many mods, you should be able to trust each other. Just one person to get one troll, right? Don't all try to get the same troll at the one time, because when you're trying to ban that person, somebody else has already banned them. All you're doing is unbanning them. So at least give, somebody to ban them, and just give a couple second, a minute or so for the notification to go up. Probably a couple seconds for it to go up. What's going on, Cyber Dragon? You available now, or you at work or something?
Come on, Cyber Dragon, we need you to speak on this. He jumped back out.
Okay, it's cool. He probably just jumped in to let us know what was going on. I'm trying to get a notification up, and it's chugging. But you guys can still hear me and shit, right? Everything.
Yeah, you good.
Everything
You good.
should be good. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it looks like we're all good. It looks like we're good. So, what's the good news? The good news is, for people like myself, people like True Witty, and other very, very passionate PlayStation gamers that have been wanting Sony to go back to their multiplayer or first-person shooter roots, this is the perfect fucking gift. This is the perfect gift. This is the perfect gift. Let's talk about the good news. We spent a whole hour talking about bad. It's bad for PlayStation. It's bad for Xbox. It's going to be good for Xbox. But this is going to be good for us. Sony no longer has to rely on Call of Duty.
Nope.
They can go and dive back into every shooter that you know they were known for. Resistance, Killzone, SOCOM, everything, bro. Fuck. They can even dive into Starhawk, Warhawk. Bro, they had so many shooters.
Dude, you forgetting Mag. You forgetting Mag.
Mag, what it was supposed to be. If they bring it out now, it's just going to be a fucking battle royale. I don't want to have that discussion. But yeah, Mag was a shooter. Wasn't
We can bring back
expected.
SOCOM.
That's what I was saying. SOCOM is one of those major ones. SOCOM is a major one, to be honest, because you just lost. Let's just assume you lost a military.
You just lost an army game, so
Exactly.
SOCOM coming right in place.
You lost a military shooter. SOCOM, I believe, was a more hardcore military shooter. It kind of mixed Battlefield with Call of Duty, but Call of Duty had gotten so big with the Modern Warfare brand that it just overshadowed SOCOM, and then they didn't know what they wanted to do with SOCOM, with Confrontation versus 4. Then the SOCOM community wanted them to do a remaster for 2. All I'm going to say right now, if you bring out any shooters, it's going to make people very hungry to support them now.
Jay, I'm thinking of something, and and Sony better not do what I'm thinking about. Since they're not going to have Call of Duty no more, they better not jump on Battlefield. They better not. Make your own. Make your own.
Yep, leave Battlefield where it lies, because I'm thinking shit.
Yeah, make your own. Don't jump on Battlefield. Don't do it. Because Microsoft is no longer going to want Battlefield to promote Battlefield. Because they're going to have.
Listen, you look at this purchase. Did you look at this purchase? They don't give a shit about what it looked like. They give a shit about just owning it. They don't care about whether or not it looked good or it looked bad. They just want to own it. So yeah, they want Battlefield because they want EA.
Oh boy.
Dude, they want that Madden. They want that NHL. They want a basketball game. If they decide to bring back live, they try up here and pull fucking shit.
Did he break up?
Yeah, he dropped.
Who was that?
Everybody dropping today.
Shit, my bad. But what I'm saying was Microsoft is basically trying to beat Sega. And they're going to end up following the same steps that Sega will end up following. In which case, they get all these...
I agree. I disagree also. They're not going to be Sega because they're not going to be a failure. Microsoft has too much money and backing to be a failure, right? Sega failed.
Exactly.
Sega failed. Okay? They are not like Sega. I disagree because Sega could not hold a studio on the level of Activision or Bethesda. And I do mean hold. They acquired them. They're not on the level of Sega. The only thing that you can compare them with Sega is that they're on their way out and they can be a third-party entity. But for some reason, I don't feel like they want to be because they're still flirting with the idea of, we got this now. It might be exclusive for you guys. Buy our system, please. Oh, well, it might be on Game Pass.
They
buy
had
our
all
system.
those exclusive sport games too, and if they buy EA, then they got exclusive sport games.
Yeah,
I agree. I just invested $10 into our fucking chat via Super Chat to remind you guys to hit the like button. We're sitting at like 101 people. You know how to tie your shoes. You know how to brush your hair. You know how to brush your teeth. You know how to lock the door when you leave the house. You know how to. A lot of people know how to drive. I mean, you guys know how to do a lot of shit. This is the easiest thing you can do. Hitting the like button. The easiest thing in the world. Let's do it. Let's get it done. I want to go and give a shout out to the people in the chat. I'm going to scroll all the way up and then I'm going to do a rapid shout out and then we're going to get to some of the good news. And then I'm going to get to a pattern. Yeah, I saw a weird pattern that it happened either yesterday or Sunday and then I could connect it to today's events. So 1 second. Mr. Mass Produce, big shout out to you. Arnold, Jeff B Gaming, Agosta. I'm giving a shout out to all the mods right now. Predman. Who else we got? Ice Queen Gaming, Verge Brizzle, Lansville Paul is in the house. I don't see you often, man. Censored Thought is here. Targs is here. Who else is up in here? Hold on. I saw the Finest is up in here. Thank you, Finest, with the DMs. Vegan VR King is up in here. Has some racist trolls in here. It's always good to see you guys. Cyber Dragon is in the house. Oh, shit, we got a lot of racist trolls. Gregory is here. Welcome back, bro. It's always good to see you guys. We got a lot of new people in here. God damn, it's a lot of racist trolls here. That's weird. Do they have to pay for that, or are they doing that like manually?
a lot of racist trolls.
Dude, yo, I'm dropping out. Dude, I'll holler at y'all.
Okay, man, it's cool. We got a lot of new people up in here. Austin 316, I know you. You're not a mod though, but I know you. Let's see. Boca Loca, no PlayStation Battle Royale 2 now. I'm happy. Shut the fuck up. They can't make that. Look, they didn't want to make that game. If they would, they could have made that game, and they had enough time to make it. And they wait until the 10th year of PlayStation All Stars to allow this shit to happen in the beginning of the fucking year. That's Sony's fault. I'm not gonna sit up here and like take credit for that. Sony does some stupid shit, bro, and that's the dumbest thing. Not making that IP soon enough. That sequel. Let's continue. There's a lot of other people in the chat, and I want to thank you guys. I appreciate you for joining in this discussion. Let's continue. Not Cyber Dragon. Briggs is here. Rob, DJ D, Games for Eternity. You guys are all here.
Hey,
Okay, sorry.
I thought you tripped out.
Nah, I'm good. I just had to do something real quick. So the day that a PlayStation 3 veteran like myself has been waiting for was actually today, because I felt like Sony was so relaxed with not needing another shooter. They have relied on Activision for multiple years that they didn't need their own shooters. This makes them go back and look at their library of amazing shooters from past generations and get to work. I know a lot of PlayStation gamers that might have Xbox backgrounds might go back home, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Go back home. I'm not going to stop you. But if you're a real PlayStation fan, you had the PS3 and you enjoyed that great system and knew and understood that they had more first-person shooters, they had more multiplayer, competitive multiplayer games than the competition, this is a great fucking day. This makes Sony understand they need to worry about their own shit. Stop paying for third-party exclusive content that's not your own, because it could be swept from underneath of you at any moment. This is a great day. This teaches Sony that they fucked up. That's the good news. That's the good news. Because a lot of gamers wanted Sony to bring back Resistance, bring back SOCOM, bring back Killzone, bring back Starhawk, bring back Warhawk. All these competitive shooting games you can bring back because you can't rely on Call of Duty no more. You have to rely on yourself, man. And for so long, they relied on these third-party contracts, kind of like how Microsoft was relying on them during the 360 days. And I'm happy that they don't have to rely on these motherfuckers no more. Imagine having an emergency meeting to cope with this. It's not an emergency meeting. It's just talking about the good and the bad. I've never been a Call of Duty fan. I've gotten a good amount of Call of Duty games through PlayStation Plus, but what's going on today doesn't affect me. I guess, I don't know, maybe you're trolling or you expect it to affect me, but it's not. Anybody that knows who I am, they know I don't really care about Call of Duty. I skip the game every year. Jeff B Gaming, you want to join? Let me get a link out for the people that want to join. Since we got a couple of trolls in here, I'm just suspecting that they might be PC people. We're gonna be very vigilant. So if you are planning to join and you want to be heard on the podcast today, over the next hour and 43 minutes, make sure that you have your PlayStation Network name available so we can look it up live. We are not adding people to this group that cannot show credibility that they play games. Okay? That's our rule. We had a lot of bullshit go down in the past. This invite is going to be for 1 hour only. It expires after an hour. It's going to be for 10 people only. If you have a mic for a computer, or you have a cell phone with a good connection, and you can lend your voice and give us your thoughts on what's going on, do that. Here we go. There's the link. Briggs, are you still available? Hello? It's weird. I'm seeing the mic move, but I'm not hearing the voices. Oh. Hey, Briggs, are you available?
Yep, I'm back now, man. I'm back now.
Oh, okay. I saw I think the live stream was delayed. Was it delayed? It wasn't live. That's what it was. It was. I like to look at the live stream so I can keep up to date with what's going on. So, but yeah, I think this is a good thing. PlayStation could start focusing on their own games.
And that's my thought about it as well. Like, yes, like Anybody knows that Call of Duty's trash nowadays. Let's keep it about Call of Duty's trash, even though it is a moneymaker and stuff, which it is. But at the same time, it's like Sony should be spending their money elsewhere at the same time. So I think this is the push to give Sony, like you said, like, hey, start investing in your own IPs now, like Resistance, like SOCOM, like Killzone again. Do stuff like that, man. Start creating your own multiplayer experiences, and that's what they should be doing.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, look, I can't pronounce your name. You laughed when I said real PlayStation gamer. When I say real PlayStation gamer, I mean people that didn't run away and go to the Xbox 360 and never return to the PS3 because Xbox 360 came out first and had Call of Duty contracts. I can't respect you as a real PlayStation gamer if you skipped out a whole generation of PlayStation games. What else do I fucking call you? Would I call you a hero for leaving? This is just I'm not being serious about this, so don't take my words to heart. This is just an analogy. But if somebody leaves the war or the battlefield, right? They say they go AWOL. And they're gonna get a dishonorable discharge, right? They cannot call themselves a fucking hero. So why would I call you a PlayStation gamer if you didn't participate in a specific generation of PlayStation games? Don't get bent out of shape because I'm telling the truth. I know a lot of people that I don't even know. And I know what a lot of people did. The reason why I know what you guys did, because we didn't have a lot of games selling. And it was the lowest selling gaming console that PlayStation has ever released. So I understand that a lot of people didn't come back home until the PS4. You missed the whole generation, so you're probably not going to understand that this is a good thing for PlayStation to not have to rely on someone else to make shooting games for them. Especially since that was stupid in the first place of PlayStation, those games were also available on other platforms. PlayStation needs to get off of this multi-platform bandwagon and start putting games only on their platform again. This PC shit just weakened them. I looked at them like they were weak. The industry looked at them like they were weak, even though they were telling them that it was a good thing. And then on Tuesday, there you go. This is the bomb. Oh, there's no reason they need a PlayStation because they're already transitioning all their games to PC. And Microsoft now owns fucking Activision. So, again, PlayStation needs to go back to their roots, keep games on their platforms, create their own fucking genres of games, and not depend on anybody else. It worked for them for a very, very long time. And it will continue to work for them. Gregory, you said you're thankful that Twisted Metal is back. I am too, man. Mr. Mass Produce, you said best thing that could happen. Yes. Look, bro, if this didn't happen, they would have just been releasing Call of Duty for the holiday season for their gamers. Now that they know possibly Call of Duty won't be exclusive, it won't be on their platform if Microsoft sees fit. And this is the kick in the ass they need. Oh, look, bro, do you know how many PlayStation 3 generation PlayStation gamers have been telling Sony to get back in to making multiplayer shooters? Do you know how many PlayStation 3 gamers have been telling Sony, hey, bro, you have games in the PS3 generation. Why not bring them back? Why not bring back SOCOM? Why not bring back Killzone? Why not bring back Resistance? And
or even like multiplayer racers like Burnout or for something
exactly.
like that,
Oh, well, that's not their IP, but like Motorstorm, Twisted Metal. Like, it just feels to me that Sony completely ignored the gamers that knew what they were talking about, and now they're going to have to listen to the gamers that knew what they were talking about because they don't have any shooters ready, and they probably won't have any competitive shooters ready. The soonest one we're gonna get is The Last of Us Factions, which is something I do not think needs to go to PC day and date, but it does look like it's going to go to PC day and date. That's the only competitive shooter that I know that's coming out soon. Everything else, I don't even know if they got started on yet. Because I know Sony has been so relaxed about holiday season and competitive shooters at the holiday season and not needing to make their own because they had this contract with Call of Duty. Now, I'm not sure what they knew behind the scenes, if they knew this was happening, how soon they knew this was happening, and how soon they were, situating themselves to prepare for this. We will probably find out by next month, but as far as a reaction, making sure that they go back and revisit some of these amazing shooters that they used to have would be very good. It would be very, very good.
Like, Resistance would do so well on the PlayStation 5. It would. It's just genius. It's a genius idea that they should do it, you know? Like, bringing back old franchises
I'm
that
not
people
available, bro.
Well.
I appreciate you giving me all of the news that I already know, but I'm just not available. I'm doing my own live stream. I'm not available to be in a Twitter Spaces or listen to one. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not available. Thank you for sharing the information with me, but I am not available. Okay. What was you saying?
No, I was just saying, like Sony needs to bring back older franchises that were in the PS3 and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Let me read this one. The Lioness King. Sony will probably remake Killzone, Resistant, and I expect them to both be great. But those games will be competing. Yes, I can hear you. 1 second. Okay. Let me finish this read, and I'm gonna talk to you. But those games will be competing with Call of Duty, Doom, Quake, Wolfenstein, Fallout, and now funded by Microsoft. I agree, and I understand those are big names, but they haven't been doing good for a long time. When's the last time you played a good Wolfenstein game? Years ago. When's the last time you played a good Quake game? Years ago. When's the last time you played Doom? You played that shit fucking 2 years ago. When's the last time you played a Call of Duty game that you liked? Years ago. People said they didn't like Vanguard. When's the last time you played Fallout? Years ago. So I talked about this in the beginning, and I'm sorry for the people that are coming late that don't know about this, but what I talked about in the beginning is that the two American companies Microsoft was blessed to be able to acquire, Bethesda and Activision, were not in their best condition when they got acquired. Their best years were behind them because that's what you know. You're telling me about franchises that were made popular years ago. You're not telling me about anything new. Everything you just told me right there were existing IPs for multiple generations. When you can start naming multiple new IPs that they're known for now, and that's why they're fucking made a lot of money. If that was even true, they wouldn't have been acquired because they would have made enough money not to be acquired. They were in retirement mode. They were in cruise control. They were releasing Call of Duty every year. They were making money off of that every year. They were not doing much. And I can say the same for fucking Bethesda. We haven't got a brand new Elder Scrolls game in over 10 years. Fallout, a new numbered Fallout game, probably 4 or 5 years, maybe more than that. Wolfenstein, the one that you guys gave a fuck about many, many years ago. Doom, even though Doom is cool, first-person shooter, graphics look good, frames per second are amazing. The blood is awesome. It's so violent, right? It's an amazing game. Motherfuckers didn't buy it. You telling me about big names, but they didn't do shit. That's why the value of the company was cheap enough for Microsoft to buy. Y'all talking about Microsoft got all this money. Why not buy them at their prime? They should have. Hold on, True Witty. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to me say this, True Witty. If Microsoft has so much money, why not buy them at their prime? This is not their prime. If anybody sits up here and tell me Activision and Bethesda are at their prime, you're lying. Because everything you remember is years ago. Everything that made you a fan happened years ago. Tell me I'm wrong. We talk about this all the time, True Eddie. Everything that made you a fan of Bethesda happened so many years ago. So hey, and then you continue to say, just like the shooter suggested for Sony were old IPs. Exactly, they're old IPs that they have not revisited. They're old IPs that they don't milk. It's a perfect time to revisit them. We're talking about Bethesda and Activision that are milking IPs to the point that people don't even know what they are anymore. It's a big difference from resurrecting something that compared to continuously milking them. Look, you're not talking to a casual gamer. You're talking to a veteran gamer. I've been around. I might not support Bethesda. I might not support Activision IPs, but I know them and I know PlayStation IPs too. It's a big difference. Milking versus not using an IP in a long time and bringing it back so that it's so fresh that people go out and buy it in 10 million fucking copies like God of War. Big difference, right? Seeing something old and bringing it back, making it new again, has a big impact compared to milking something, having somebody buy that milked product and continuously milking it. It's not the same effect. Sorry. It's not the same effect. Stop it. Don't get destroyed online. Don't do that shit. Give Call of Duty games more time to bake in the oven, and they will shine. I agree. I don't think Call of Duty games need to come out every year. But that's Activision's bread and butter, so they're going to come out every year. Let me see what you say. Davis, you said they did not need the game to sell. They needed it to be streamed. I don't know. I don't know what that is all about. I could hear the chills welling up. I can hear the. Bro, who is this dude? I don't even know, bro. Who are you? They were still the best-selling games on PlayStation last year. Yes, they were the best-selling games on PlayStation last year because the majority of PlayStation gamers are casuals. And PlayStation didn't supply them with first-person shooters. So, of course, they brought one of the more popular ones that was only available at that holiday season. I mean, you're telling me basic knowledge shit, bro. Like, if there was no Nike outlet and there were only Reebok's outlet for a certain season, everybody would have Reebok's shoes. You're telling me that Sony is supposed to sell a shitload of copies of games that don't come out in a certain holiday season. Like, man, y'all, bro, I know y'all not my subscribers. I don't know where you came from, but you sounding real stupid. I'm going to say it just like that. What you saying not making sense at all. You telling me obvious level shit. Well, they still were the biggest selling games last holiday season. Did Sony release anything during November or December? I didn't think so. Of course, Call of Duty is going to come out in that time frame, and of course, Call of Duty is going to sell big. When Sony starts to release bigger games that are almost on a level of Call of Duty, and I'm saying genre-wise, like a shooter, then we might see a little bit of a difference. Listen, Call of Duty is still going to have to depend on the biggest install base. And the biggest install base is PlayStation fans. So if PlayStation fans stay put and still buy Call of Duty, that's one thing. Now, if the PlayStation fans go back to Xbox and they expect all the Call of Duty games day and date on Game Pass, that's the difference. You won't have to be depending on sales. But if it's one thing I know about Activision, they know Call of Duty is their bread and butter. They want the game to sell. So it's still a little weird. The acquisition, you're being acquired by a company where their gamers are conditioned not to buy games, and now your star attraction, which is its biggest asset, is to be purchased. Now you're asking community that only plays games based off of the subscription service to start buying games again because of Activision? I don't know. I mean, you got to remember, you just told me it was PlayStation's biggest selling game. I mean, that version sold better than the Xbox version. So, can it sell better on Xbox than PlayStation going forward? That's what I hope happens. I want Xbox to do good. When they do good, PlayStation does better. Let me see. I feel Rainbow Six Siege might be the new SOCOM at this point. Just my take. I mean, everything can be better than SOCOM. I'm not even gonna front. Like, everything can. SOCOM is a generic military shooter that had a big following. And it needed a facelift, and it got a facelift with Part 4, but then PlayStation Network got hacked, as well as the veteran SOCOM players didn't want to support that version. They wanted a remaster of Part 2. So if things didn't go down that way, I think we would have still had SOCOM. But as far as the competition outside of the PlayStation ecosystem, it's staggering. There's tons of military shooters out there, or tons of shooters in general. So, me talking about SOCOM having a way to come back, I mean, Sony could do that, but they still have to make the game appealing enough to cut through all the other shooters. And this is what I want. I want Sony to try again. I don't want them to get complacent. I don't want them to be lazy. So if they have to put their heart and soul into the next SOCOM to make it so appealing that you ignore some of the other shooters, then that's what they need to do. Don't just bring out SOCOM and not do shit with it. Make it appealing to the gamers you need to buy the game. What's going on, Verge? How you doing, man? No, I'm serious, man. I feel like PlayStation got real lazy. I mean, I didn't want to say it, obviously. I didn't want to say it, but I've seen it. I mean, anytime that the modern PlayStation gaming community is telling me, hey, it's good to put games on PC so they can get revenue without working, basically telling them to be lazy. Nah, make games. Get the revenue from new games. Make some new games. Bring out some multiplayer games. Make that money. Don't put out old games on another platform to make money the lazy way. Put out new games. Stop waiting through the whole holiday season. Put out something competitive. Fight for the money. Fight for your spot. Because if you're not fighting for the money or you're not fighting for your spot during that holiday season multiple years in a row, they're never going to respect you in that season. And that's what we're looking at in the holiday season. Sony is so afraid to bring out a game in the holiday season because of Call of Duty, because of Madden, because of Assassin's Creed, that they just, they're restricted to 10 months or 9 months of the year bringing out games. You should be able to bring out games all through the year. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not gonna try. You're telling me. Let me see what you're saying. You're saying my point is, when not in its prime, Call of Duty is the biggest game on PlayStation. Okay, you're telling me something I already know. It's a multi-platform game. It's a military shooter that has been out for multiple generations, and the PlayStation install base is very active when it comes to buying games. I need to understand, what reaction do you want from telling me obvious shit? You want me to cry or something? My question to you is, can that be the biggest selling game on Xbox?
What they want? What did they?
He
What's
don't.
going
No,
on?
he doesn't want anything. He seems to be trolling. I don't know his identity at all. I'm about to go view his channel since YouTube now allows us to do that again. But he's telling me, this is his quote. My point is, even when not in its prime, Call of Duty is the biggest game on PlayStation. It's the biggest game on PlayStation because it comes out in the holiday season where no other game comes out. Like, what other new game came out when Call of Duty was out? Battlefield didn't do that good. There wasn't even an Assassin's Creed, a Need for Speed out. Madden didn't do that good. People fucking found out that it was a fucking copy and paste. You're literally telling me a game does good in a season where no other game is coming out? Do you know how stupid that sounds? A game does good because no other games are on that level in that season. What reaction do you want? You're just telling me obvious shit. SOCOM, Killzone, or Resistance will not change that. It will change that if the PlayStation community between now and then understands that Call of Duty at any given time cannot be on their platform of choice. Then of course they're going to need to find another game. I'm talking about the future. You're talking about the past. Going forward, Microsoft can pull Call of Duty from the PlayStation platform. And when they do, Sony better have competition ready. They better have shooters ready. If you can't rely on Call of Duty going forward, it makes sense to get your older games ready. True, Woody, what's going on?
I'll say this actually might be beneficial. This might actually, whole thing might actually be beneficial for Sony because they may be able to come out and put out their own like resistance skills and all of that stuff. They may be able to do that instead because they don't actually Call of Duty anymore. It's supposed to be used for those games. Because
hey, bro, the one that keeps talking about obvious shit, bro. I just told you that Call of Duty, when it comes out in the holiday season, is going to body any game. I don't really understand why you're telling me obvious shit like you know something I don't know. I literally just told you that we know when Call of Duty comes out, it's going to wreck shit. So why are you telling me the obvious? You're telling everybody obvious shit. Like, you think that we don't fucking know, bro. And you dig deep back in the past. Like, Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out 2020. There was no Assassin's Creed that came out when Vanguard came out. Which means Call of Duty was more unimposed last year than it was in 2020. You're trying to make it seem like it's bigger than it really is. If everybody makes way for Call of Duty and they push their games aside and they don't bring their games out when Call of Duty comes out, then that means Call of Duty is going to get the majority of the fucking money. It doesn't mean that game is that big. It just means there's no competition in that season. True, what, are you still there? I guess not. Big shout out to YouTube for adding the ability to go back to people's channels so that I can see what they're made of before I act, because I'm respectful like that. I wish I was more evil and I'd just, block people and shit, but I do want to know if I'm right about you not knowing shit. While your channel loads up, I don't know why it's taking so fucking long. You said Call of Duty has been the biggest selling game on PlayStation for the entire PS4 generation, only because it's the only game that comes out during the holiday season. Do you understand how dumb you sound? Holiday season is the biggest time that people buy. It's the most important time. People are going to be home. Some people are going to be off of school. Some people call off of work. You have more free time during the holiday season than any other time in the year. So if there's a game that comes out the holiday season every year when people are spending the most money, it's going to be the best. You're acting like Call of Duty is just some juggernaut and that they can release Call of Duty anytime in a fucking year and it does good. If that was true, then why do they continue to release Call of Duty in November or December? Bro, you think you know something that you don't fucking know. Call of Duty is big because it's a holiday season game. Everybody expect it. And now, because I just checked out your channel, I can prove that you have nothing. I went to your YouTube channel, you don't have a banner. I went to your YouTube channel, it says this channel has no content. You don't got no playlists. You have no channels. Your About Me is empty. You joined September 12th, 2021. Bro, I don't even understand what your mission here is. What, to just tell me, oh, Call of Duty is big. You should be worried. I'm not even a Call of Duty buyer. The value you guys see in that shit, I don't see. If I saw it, I would be buying it every year like you guys. That game does not have any power over me. I'm an open-minded gamer. I play other shit. What am I going to play the same game for every fucking year? I know it's coming out every year. That's boring. You must be a boring motherfucker to give a fuck about that game every fucking year. Every year. You know it's coming and you still get excited. Come on, bro. Stop that shit. You can use YouTube to get blocked. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. We gotta continue to talk about some real shit. You talking about Call of Duty being big. That doesn't matter to me, bro. I know Call of Duty is big, and I know why Call of Duty is big. The PlayStation community made the game bigger than any other fucking platform. And you told me that. And I told you that I know. We all know. The industry knows. The game sells the most on PlayStation. The PlayStation community has done the most for Call of Duty over the last 8 years. We know. My question to you is, what can the Xbox gaming community do for Call of Duty going forward? If Phil Spencer pulls the strings to make that franchise exclusive to Xbox, can it be a viable community for that brand? You have not answered that question. Okay, it's big, but you're not acknowledging why it's big while also telling me that it's big on a platform that made it big. I want to know from you, do you think if that game is only on Xbox, will it still make the money that it makes on PlayStation? But you're not answering that question. Oh, I just wanted to let everybody know this is what people think. This is a casual gamer stance on the events of today. I want everybody. I don't want to hide this from anybody, Trewitty. I want to be a 100% transparent YouTuber, and I want everybody to know this is what a casual looks like. That depends on nothing but Call of Duty every fucking year. Oh my God, Call of Duty! I don't care about any other game. Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. Like, bro, you are one-dimensional. You are the most boring type of gamer, bro.
I care about freaking other franchise that they have. The other two franchises that they have.
We gone with that dude, bro. You gone. You getting hidden. You gone, bro. You gone. Phil not gonna pull the strings because he knows PlayStation is the one that made that game popular and it's keeping it on the fucking map and it's making that shit money. I want Phil Spencer to pull the strings.
He will play those streams. That's the damn thing. He will play those streams.
Can somebody block that dude? My laptop fucking up on this channel, bro. I just fucking blocked Jeff B Gaming from by mistake.
Jeff B Gaming.
I blocked him by mistake. I was trying to block this other fucking asshole. What do you say?
Not you. But
what's going on, Yella?
All I really care about is the other franchises.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I was trying to block that dude, and YouTube is lagging on my fucking laptop. For some reason, it's always lagging. I don't know why it likes lagging, but I'm not even gonna look at the live stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep that shit paused. I like to look at it with you guys so that I can keep up with what's going on and what you guys are seeing. But, Mr. Heisenberg, let me go see. Did we get some new welcomes? We did get some new welcomes. Let me get some of the people in here. So over the next hour and 10 minutes that we can get some new voices. So the people that Heisenberg. So Heisenberg, I'm gonna get you in here. Let me just change your roles to PlayStation Legion community member. You can join the voice chat for streaming. That's where we're at. True Witty, did you join? Huh?
Join what?
The Discord. They said you joined the Discord today at 12:20 p.m., but you're already a member of the Discord. Why did you join it?
I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Did somebody try to pretend to be you and join again?
He did make enough money.
Maybe, because I've already been a part of it.
And you're already my friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody tried to join the Discord and under a fake True Witty profile.
God damn.
But how true is his Woody, though?
Cut that out. Yeah, cut that out, motherfucker.
God damn, bro.
Hey, bro. The other person that joined, Dr. Vistar, you gotta drop your PSN name, bro. You gotta, you gotta drop your PSN name. If I don't know you, like I know Heisenberg, and he's a super chat supporter as well, and I don't know that dude. And the dude that tried to join under the fake True Witty name. Hold on, bro. Let me just go make sure I double check this. Hold on. Let me just go make sure I double check this, just to make sure that that's a fake True Witty. Yeah, that's a fake True Witty, bro. Somebody legit made a fake True. Bro, that's wild, bro. You sure you didn't click the link in the chat?
No.
Damn, bro. Somebody made a fake True Witty account to try to get into PlayStation Legion, even though you're already on a page. Let me just hold on. Let me just look at this shit again.
They've been doing that shit. Remember,
bro, a couple years ago, that shit's wild. Like, how stupid you gotta be, bro? This is why we don't give out a lot of invites, because we still got people doing stupid shit, bro.
Remember, like 2018, 2019.
Oh, his name is not True Witty. It's called Tur Witty. He moved the R and the U. Let's ban him.
Oh my goodness!
His over name is True Witty though, but his username he couldn't fake it.
Oh man!
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Heisenberg, we can hear you. What's going on, bro?
Okay.
Let me turn your volume up real quick.
I got a question real quick.
Okay.
go ahead.
Hold on, Mr. Heisenberg. Mr. J, get your done real quick so we can hear him.
Do you have any meth?
No, I don't have any money.
God damn it, he's not the real Heisenberg then.
Okay, Mr. Heisenberg, let's get you on the mic. What's going on, bro?
Okay, so first, where do you want me to give you my PlayStation accounts? Because I have a PS3 account and a PS4 account, and I want you to see these accounts before I say what I really want to say.
Okay, cool. Let me first of all, let me get the oval paper off, and let's get the weighting off, and then let me just go over to what's this? Clean bowls emerge. I don't know
So
what
I'm
the
confused.
fuck that is.
Microsoft are trying to buy Activision.
No,
today?
it's not trying. It's fine.
It's already done, though.
It's done.
It's already done, bro.
Yeah, it's done already. Okay, Mr. Heisenberg, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you a friend invite on Discord as well, and then you can tell me your name. Just text me both of your account names so I can search.
Okay, yeah.
Before you all do that, I
Like-
just want to say Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man and today. There we
You finally saw the movie?
go.
Really,
Yeah,
really,
the movie was
man,
good.
he did a really good job. How much time we got? We still got another hour, right? Yeah. I'm gonna do another hour invite, and we're gonna do for another 10 people. No, actually, we'll do for 5 people because we don't need a lot of people trying to join.
Yeah, let's do 5.
If you do try to come in here under a fake account, you're automatically put in the PC fucking bullshit name rank, so you can't really do or see anything. So come in here and try to talk, right, and be a PlayStation gamer. Other than that, nah, bro. It's called the PlayStation Legion. Until we move our fucking name to the Legion of Gamers, then, you know.
I'm sorry.
We are going to change our fucking name in the end of the year. Fuck that shit, bro.
I'm sorry.
The way Sony going, if Sony fucking go and put their shit on PC for real, well, Microsoft is trying to make a home with the PC, bro, you are literally playing into their hand, bro. And the media is up here literally telling Sony
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like,
it doesn't make any sense, bro.
I told them not to do it, bro. I've been saying it. I said, this is not good.
Why is Control?
Mr. Heisenberg, did you send your PSN names?
Yeah, I sent the PSN names.
Okay,
Why is
so
Control on the
let me
front
just
plate
look at the
of the
PS4 one.
PlayStation?
Okay, Mr. J, what are you trying to say?
Why is Control on the front page of my PS5?
Some sort of anniversary thing with the content. Something.
You saw that shit too? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it too. I could care less about it. We still have some other stuff, so let me get my stuff off, and then
real quick, did you get you downloaded P5 Strikers, right?
Yes, I got it.
Play that shit.
Okay. When
That's
I get
fine.
time, man, you know, I'm busy
I know,
ass
I know,
man
I know.
now. But what I will say is, I feel like this is a good gateway. Was that true, Witty?
No, but he's gone.
Okay.
Sounds like you're in a chicken coop.
Okay. Like I was saying, this is speaking of True Witty, this is good because hey bro, you're gonna have to send a friend request to me because I tried to send you a friend request on PSN. They said I can't.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah. Mr. Heisenberg PSN for PS4. Yeah, my name is JTechTV 4K60, so you should be able to find me real easy.
Okay, let me do it.
Okay, I'm checking your trophies. You good?
Okay. Well, before I add you real quick, so let me say what I want to say because bear with me when I say this. I'm talking to you today. I am talking to you today as a Crash Bandicoot fan, not as a PlayStation fan. And let me tell you why. If you look at my PS4 trophies, I normally don't get platinums, but I have one platinum trophy, and that is for Crash Team Racing.
I see it right here.
Boy.
Crash Bandicoot was my first video game, and Crash Team Racing is one of my all-time favorite games. I do not understand how Sony does basically nothing for the 25th anniversary of Crash, and I'm waking up today to Microsoft now owning Crash.
Listen, bro, it's bad, and a lot of people not looking at it that way.
Listen. Let me say this too. Sony does not care about all of the things that have built them up to where they are today over the past 25 years. They made the same mistake that Nintendo did when Microsoft bought Rare. Because when Microsoft bought Rare, Nintendo lost Banjo-Kazooie.
I mean, to be fair though, Banjo-Kazooie only has one great game, and that's the first one. Banjo-Tooie.
But those are still big games for Nintendo.
Exactly.
New games.
They don't make But I gotta tip my hat to you, Platinum Crash Team Racing Nitro. Oh my god,
dude! I have hundreds of hours in this game, and I figured why not just get the Platinum Trophy?
Bro,
because I love this game and I still play it.
Yeah, but dog,
I played it on Switch and it's hard.
Do you gotta get the Platinum or Gold relic on the time trials?
I believe I can check real quick. I believe you have to get either all Gold relics or all Platinum relics.
Okay, so it's just as much bullshit as because I have 2 of the Crash Insane Trilogy Platinums. I'm just missing the one for Crash 3 because Crash 3 is kind of bullshit.
Okay, True Woody, mute Mike. But as far as going forward, this was something True Woody has said a while ago. You know, like Sony need to react by buying Square Enix.
Not just Square, they need to buy Bungie too.
Look. All I'm gonna say, right, is every time Microsoft buys somebody, if Sony has to react to please their fans, then they might not be in a good financial situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't match Activision and Bethesda because they are such big giants that have so many IPs underneath of them that have status in the hearts and minds of gamers. Now, like I said earlier, it is true that these games haven't been great for some time. Call of Duty is exceptional because from year to year, depending on who's making it, the game is better or worse. However, it still sells boatloads. So it doesn't matter.
All right, so hear me out.
Hold on. True Witty keep interrupting. I want to hear what True Witty's saying, but I'm talking and then True Witty talking. So hold on, Mr. J. True Witty, what are you trying to say?
No, I'm saying by now it's not going to sell anything.
We don't know. We don't know. Don't make that claim because we don't. Bro, you know what? You take that credit. You go take an L if it turns out not being that way. But I'm not gonna say that. I won't say that. You can say that. I won't say that though.
All right, so
because if the new Call of Duty that comes out this year is still available on PlayStation, people on PlayStation will still buy it.
No, the new Call of Duty next year that's coming next year, it won't come on PlayStation because that's when
I'm saying this year, not next year. This year.
What about the ones in the future, though?
I don't know about the ones in the future. I don't know what the future holds. I know that the contract or the acquisition finalizes next year. So, again, I still can't comment on that because I have no idea. But I'm guessing the one that comes out this year will be launching on PlayStation. But it probably will, if they want to go down that road, you know, launch it on Game Pass or some shit like I don't know, man. Like. It's tricky because we know Call of Duty is their bread and butter, and we know that they want to make money off of Call of Duty. But you can't make money off Call of Duty if you automatically, for that fan base, put it on Game Pass. I'm not saying PlayStation fans are stupid enough not to continue to buy Call of Duty because I know the casual ones are. They're going to keep buying it day one, regardless of if Microsoft owns it. Because they can't stop themselves from buying the game. They don't care about the politics of console war. They care about Call of Duty. and they're gonna buy that shit no matter who fucking owns them. But the Xbox community that was not buying Call of Duty on the level of PlayStation gamers over the last 8 years, them motherfuckers, you better not announce that one single Call of Duty game is going to Game Pass, or they're going to assume prematurely that every Call of Duty is going to Game Pass, and the sales will fucking tank on that platform. I hope I said this shit as clear as possible so nobody takes my words out of context. We are not talking about the PlayStation community. We're talking about how this can affect the buying power of the Xbox community by either letting them know or not letting them know that one or more future or past Call of Duties will go on the Game Pass. All it takes is one game, and then they will assume the future ones will follow.
Exactly.
I hear you and everything you're saying, but there's one problem. You said one thing wrong in that sentence. Xbox fans buying power. Xbox fans don't buy games. Are you kidding me?
They buy COD though.
They buy COD. They buy COD.
But
they don't buy it on our level. They don't buy it on our level. Not even close to our level. I agree. But you're gonna lose that portion. And again, I want to say this. Nobody has to agree with me. This is my opinion. Some people, and this is my opinion, everybody probably would disagree, that are educated and publicly see that the other side doesn't have to buy Call of Duty, again, if this even happens with a Game Pass promotion, might feel some type of way about buying Call of Duty day one. Again, my opinion. And they might not buy it that year, my opinion. Or the version of Call of Duty that comes out that year. We know that Call of Duty has Blackout, Modern Warfare. What's the other ones? Blackout's called Modern Warfare, and what's the other ones?
Warzone, Vanguard, and
I was just talking about the recurring one. So Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Black Ops, right? Those are like, there's a fan base that only likes Modern Warfare, and then there's a fan base that only likes Black Ops. I've ran into a good amount of them over the years. So depending on which one comes out that year, you know, it might sell better, it might sell worse. It all depends on what type of guns are there. If they're, you know, it's just so much with the Call of Duty fans. I know the PlayStation fans have been very faithful to Activision. I'm not sure if any of the casuals will wake up to this news and feel any type of way. I mean, as long as they know a Call of Duty is coming to their platform, they're good. Now, once again, I do believe Phil Spencer will eventually pull the strings if they're still competing in the console race. And 1 year or so, we might not get a Call of Duty. I know I came into this rant talking about maybe we shouldn't be telling Sony to buy or acquire things, but I also am saying that Sony, they definitely do need to acquire some people that's in their power to acquire, like a Square Enix.
I can name you 3 studios Sony should buy. Square Enix is one for sure. Well, 4 possibly. Square Enix, Bungie, because when Destiny came out, Bungie and Sony had this very close-knit relationship. I believe they still do, because Bungie is burnt off of Microsoft. I don't really care what anybody has to say about that. Bungie has beef with Microsoft. They have had beef with Microsoft since 2007 when Halo 3 dropped. Mm-hmm. But Bungie, Square Enix, they should try to acquire Sega because of the history with Yakuza, Persona, and the Shin Megami Tensei series. Because honestly, Sega's going to go to either Sony or Nintendo at this point. That's my honest to God opinion on that. And the last one should be fuck. I was just looking at the game. The guys who made FromSoft.
Okay, so who? You said Square Enix, From Software, and who was in the middle?
Bungie.
Okay, I can see that. That's realistic. I think that they need to pick up some small ones too, like the people that's doing Sifu and Ember Labs that does Kenna. I think they're definitely gonna pick up a good amount. Again, there's still another dynamic that no matter what Microsoft does, they just can't bite into it, and that is the VR dynamic. There are so many people going VR, and we know that is a sign of the future from all the sci-fi movies and shit. But yeah, there's a lot of people going to VR, and Microsoft, you spend $70 billion on Activision. I can't help but
$70 billion, bro.
Huh?
They spent
That's
$70
still a lot of
billion,
money.
bro.
Exactly,
Like,
$70 billion.
And
I'm like, I can't help but think you possibly could have put that money to better use. You were already gonna get these games, bro. Even if Sony locked them down for a year or two, you were still gonna get these games, bro.
Could have used that money to give Halo the content it was fucking missing.
But I'm just saying, like, it's Microsoft's money. This is the game they want to play. They want to be like, hey, we got this stuff. Haha, you can't get time exclusive anymore. Time exclusive shit did hurt Xbox. But also, Xbox not bringing out good exclusive games hurt Xbox. You buying somebody else that's already established is not going to have the effect that they think. They believe that if they have Call of Duty, everybody goes over there. Right? But you still have Game Pass and you need to push it. You need to buy people in order to put content in there. You bought Activision and put their content in there. What's their best content?
Call of Duty.
There you go.
Really, Call of Duty is kind of their only content at this point.
World of Warcraft, again, I heard a small rumor last year, at the end of last year, that World of Warcraft was on its way to consoles, but specifically Xbox was going to have some sort of exclusivity. I don't know if Xbox fans are that big on World of Warcraft. It's something to brag about online, but not something that they would support.
Doesn't Activision owns Blizzard, don't they?
Yes, they own Blizzard. They own Toy for Bob. They own all of that.
That might be a problem because that means that Activision has Microsoft has an active say-so in the competitive Overwatch community.
Exactly, and this is why Sony was talking about their PlayStation tournaments at the CES this year. Talking about they were going to have a feature on PlayStation 5 that even if you can't go to the big events, you can do your own event.
PlayStation does own Evo, and they are like the leading.
There's a lot of shit that PlayStation needs to do in the first 6 months of this year. It's not all about acquisitions and reaction to what Microsoft is doing. It's making sure you bring out your big games as scheduled, your updates to your system, your firmware updates, the Discord integration. All of this stuff needs to be done in the next 5 months of the first 6 months of the year. You need to make it happen.
At that fucking water. I'm sorry.
Water where? Where's water?
I'm playing a Final Fantasy VII remake on PS5.
Oh, you got me excited over there. I didn't see no fucking water. But yeah, I feel like Sony just get their shit together, do what they're doing, stay on track, do the VR, and then, organically buy studios, but also don't be too slow to react. There's nothing they could have did with Bethesda and Activision. They had healthy partnerships that benefited them without needing to acquire them. Microsoft was not getting any of the benefits from these developers, these companies, because Sony was making these small partnership. And basically, I would just say this benefits Microsoft, but them not buying these two people would have not benefited Microsoft because Sony would have had these small timed exclusive deals for some pretty big games. Microsoft took the shit off the table. It's really simple. It's nothing to freak out about. Yeah, people might freak out about how big of a price tag these companies have, and the fact that they can pull strings and not have these games on your platform of choice. You go where the games are. I'm not going to ever tell you not to go to Xbox. You want to go to Xbox, go to Xbox. Just don't be like the PS3 people that missed out on the entire generation. You might want to get an Xbox, but might not want to give up your PS5 because you're not going to want to miss out on that generation of greatness. So, I don't know what people going to do going forward. Me, personally, I've never been a big Activision fan. I've never been a big Bethesda fan. There's hit and misses from each of the studios. But all in all, Crash Bandicoot hadn't came out for a whole 10 years, and I was gaming just fine, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Bethesda, Doom is really cool. I'm not gonna lie. But you go back and look at how many copies Doom sold, not a lot of people thought it was that cool. They should have. The graphics were good.
Yeah.
The frames per second was good. The blood and violence was good, but for some reason, people just didn't buy it. So, again, when I talked about buying power, Mr. J, I'm talking about their Microsoft's problem, so to speak, and their community was enthusiastic and happy about these acquisitions. Will those community members, these Xbox gamers, put their money where their mouth is?
I mean, I just want to clarify. I'm happy you said Doom and not fucking Fallout's like these PC or little Xbox nerds.
No.
Fallout's the best game series because of Bethesda. Fallout fucking sucks. You didn't play Fallout 76. Shut your mouth.
And I didn't talk about Elder Scrolls either because we haven't got a new mainline Elder Scrolls game in 10 fucking years.
Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to that Elder Scrolls game, Elden Ring. Oh, wait, right, sorry.
That was funny. I mean, look, bro. Sony gonna react, and I'm not gonna like be a crazy fanboy. Like, oh, Sony gonna do this. No. Like they got that Zen type patience and silence. It's like when they react, you gonna know some big shit happening. I still can't believe that $70 billion you went to this. You could have made a partnership for less money, but you did. Let me just buy the whole people. You didn't want to do nothing with VR. You don't want to do like reinvest into your exclusive studios that you already have. Like, bro, it baffles me. Now I wonder what happens with the smaller studios they were buying before the big companies. What happens?
Well, it makes perfect sense what Microsoft is doing because over the years they can't build their own talent. They can't build their own IPs. They have to rely on other people to build up stuff for them, and then they will come in and buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You're right. But this was always Microsoft's thing. You go back and look at the 360, right? They were making these timed exclusive deals because they had no studios. They had no content.
Yeah.
You know, this was always the MO of Microsoft. And it's just gotten a little wilder now because instead of making small 1 or 2 year timed exclusive deals, they've upgraded to, well, I'm just going to buy the whole company. You know?
and I will say this about Activision with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. The thing is, like, Activision recently turned those developers, Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions, they started putting them on Call of Duty. So they're not managing the talent to make new games with those IPs.
It's still sad because they still own a character that me and you know and love. And I feel like last year when Cory Barlog and Jim Ryan talked negatively about the court proceedings and the drama that was going on with Activision, it pretty much sealed the deal on where Activision was going to align themselves. I don't know if they had already known. I don't know, but I felt that they should have kept quiet, tried their best to buy those two IPs back from Activision, and then allow Activision to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do going forward. If they wanted to be acquired by Microsoft, oh fuck, let them do it. But at least you would have gotten what you needed out of that company. First of all, anybody can make a first-person shooter. No, it won't be as popular as Call of Duty, but at least if Call of Duty gets pulled, you will, have some games, Yeah. I feel like going forward, Sony needs to be a little smarter about the people they allow to talk publicly. Like, allowing Corey to say stupid shit, allowing Jim Ryan to say stupid shit sometimes that rub people the wrong way. It's not the best business strategy, especially when you need that person. Like, Corey coming out there and saying, oh, all the developers you PlayStation gamers love for making exclusives, they want to put their games on PC. I'm not sure if every PlayStation gamer was like, oh my god, that's awesome! Because we don't immediately benefit from it. It's a long-term benefit. If those games do very well on PC, we might see some benefit, but we're not getting. You're not going to get a $100 million or a $1 billion revenue stream from PC all the time from every game that you put on PC. So of course I'm not going to be excited about it because I know their main revenue stream is on console. If you start to bite away at that shit, then you're not going to get a lot of revenue.
I don't think the goal was to promote the console with that interview.
Huh?
Wasn't that from an interview where he was talking about the PC port?
Yeah, he was talking about other PlayStation studios all talked to Sony and told Sony that we want to put our games on PC. I feel like it's a little backwards because I would have expected the bosses of all of you guys to tell you guys that this is the direction the company is going. I could be wrong. Also, I feel like Corey overstepped his boundaries. But then again, I feel like Corey, as we know, is not at his normal position. And kind of like what Herman Hulse did, and then he got that big promotion, Corey might be in a higher position that we haven't gotten an announcement for yet.
Yeah, maybe.
And I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, why would Corey have an interview with Game Informer? And Game Informer is really, really close friends with PlayStation. But for Corey to speak on behalf of PlayStation in that capacity, he must have got some sort of promotion that we just haven't heard of yet. And I'm happy for him because he's been with the company for a long time.
I thought they were just talking to him about it because the game was coming out on PC.
I
didn't think it was anything major.
I guess, but it's still even though it's his baby, I would have still expected Jim Ryan to talk. But they said Herman. I would have expected Herman to talk, but they said Herman got COVID or something. And then there were some rumors of a delay of an event rumor because Herman got COVID. So I don't know how that shit goes.
Well, the thing about Herman is that he got promoted to like leading all of the first party studios. The thing is, Herman is always focused on his work. Like he's not usually on social media until he got promoted. Because he was like the face of Guerrilla when they were selling Killzone and when they were selling Horizon Zero Dawn. And then he got promoted, and now we're seeing him on social media because there's a lot more that he has to promote now.
This is gonna be a crazy year. It's just crazy.
Man.
But you know what I understand from Microsoft? They try to go big in the beginning and big in the end. Right now, I'm looking at this pattern. We cannot say this is not a pattern. Last year, they finalized the acquisition of Bethesda. They have this kind of roundtable live stream talking to the Bethesda people about their memories of their favorite games, blah, blah, blah. Then they announce all the games are going to Game Pass. Then they don't really do much all last year until the end of the year with Halo and Forza. And then they kind of didn't pan out because they kind of died about 2 weeks or maybe a week after they came out. Nobody was talking about them. It's just nothing happened with it. And I feel like they're doing the same thing this year. We just got a handful of delays from the Xbox time exclusives that came from the PC platform, like Stalker and what's the other one?
Redfall. It hasn't been announced yet, but Redfall is possible.
And then Starfield is already at the end of the year. I just had a epiphany also. When I talk about counterproductive to other shooters that are on the platform, Call of Duty being a military shooter, right? And somebody told me about this. This was funny. They were like, "Oh, well, if they bring back SOCOM, it's not gonna be better than Call of Duty." That's cool. Didn't Xbox just team up with the people to make Crossfire X that's coming out in the beginning of next month, and you just purchase Activision that makes Call of Duty? Like, why would you gamers even go out and play? Bro, it's so fucking crazy, bro. Crossfire X is coming out in the beginning of next month, right? It still hasn't got any mainline promotion.
No, what?
Crossfire X.
What the fuck is that?
It's a first-person shooter game on the level of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's very, very big in China, and it's one of those type of military shooters like that. This version of the game is getting like a AAA facelift, and it will have a campaign. This game is exclusive to Xbox for a limited time, and again, it's supposed to come out next month. They have not started advertisement, but they spent today talking about Activision. Like, I feel like they're gonna be stepping on the toes of the other shit that they got lined up. And I don't know if that is productive all the time.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit I would not give a fuck about.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, it's like you went out there to pay for that timed exclusivity, but then you turned around and spent $70 billion on Activision. It's like, you are already going to secure some sort of shooter for your platform.
Bro, I'm going to be real with you. Next month and this month I've already said. This month I've got that Pokemon game coming out next week. Next month, Elden Ring, Horizon, and then the Destiny expansion. Like, cross what? I can't even remember the name of this fucking game you just said.
Yeah, I'm just seeing this one thing. I'm gonna post this in the red alerts and try to get it up on the screen. We still got a good amount of time, but it does seem like Microsoft wants to go third party, but then again, they don't. They don't want to let go of the Xbox because they're not sure if the cell phone and tablet community, along with the PC community, can carry them revenue-wise healthy. I know that they feel that deep down inside they still need the console gamers of the Xbox, but a lot of the stuff they're doing is in the best interest in the PC gamers. Even with Activision, like a lot of the studios underneath Activision are kind of like PC-based studios. A lot of their most popular games are very, very big on PC.
It's weird because Microsoft changed the branding for Game Pass on PC. It used to be called Xbox Game Pass for PC, but now it's called PC Game Pass. So to me, that was sending a message that the Xbox branding, despite 20 years of them using it, is not enough to go beyond the console.
Exactly. It's not like PlayStation. Like PlayStation has a big name. Xbox, I'm not saying it's not popular. It's just like you don't have a lot of good thoughts when you think of Xbox.
The name isn't big enough.
Yeah,
it's not big enough. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not big enough. It's not a lot of you say Xbox, you think of Forza Gears and Halo Gears and Forza, right? And then you kind of struggle. Maybe you can get Fable out.
Maybe.
You good?
I don't know. Yeah, man.
You sound very robotic.
You sound like you're in slow motion.
I'm trying so hard to hear I'm trying to hear what you got to say, True Witty.
I'm muted.
Is that True Witty or Optimus Prime?
I think it's Optimus Prime. I think he's gonna roll out and lead the Autobots to the Xbots, and then they're gonna have a conversation.
Hey man, you might want to reset your mic, bro.
Nah, he's on the go. That's a cell phone. All I'm gonna say, I feel like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like going forward that, I think they're gonna keep stepping on toes, like their own toes, because they have these big acquisitions and now they have these big companies underneath of them, and they're gonna integrate those companies' IPs into Game Pass to push more people to subscribe to the service. But then the smaller games on Game Pass might not be played enough. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they won't.
Well, like, you put Call of Duty on game, even one Call of Duty, I mean, that's enough to make you ignore some of the smaller games that people kept saying, that's why we need Game Pass, because of these smaller games. You really don't. The real lore of Game Pass is the big announcements of the big games. No one gives two fucks about the indie games that are going to fucking Game Pass. People celebrate a month of Game Pass based on how big of a game can be locked down to that service. And now you got Activision's whole catalog on the way over there. What does it do for your promise to the indie developers, or the smaller studios that you acquired that still don't have any gameplay shown? Like,
I think Microsoft is being really slick with it, right? Because they released the Series X and the Series S with no new games, like at all. What I think they've been doing is they use these smaller indie games just to hold people over until they can start getting the big games. So once the big games start coming in, you're not going to see the indie support they've been doing.
True.
Shit.
I mean,
and so a lot of these indie developers, they're going to have to go somewhere else. They're going to have to maybe go back to Sony or go back to Nintendo or go back to
Scoring got
Epic
delayed
Games.
too. Scoring got delayed to the end of the year. I don't know. This is weird. I mean,
keep in mind, Microsoft doesn't really they have no longevity with any devs.
This is what I want to ask you though. I want to ask
look what
everybody.
happened with Cuphead.
Do you think that Call of Duty will come out this year? Because Microsoft, if you're looking at all the Xbox games or Xbox time exclusive titles, they're all on a first-person shooter side, and they all push back to October, November, and December. And I was just wondering, do you think they're going to come out?
Coming out this year.
Okay, so if Call of Duty's coming out, and you got all these deals at the end of the year, what does it do to all the games at the end of the year that you have deals with? This is what I'm talking about stepping on toes. Most gamers might not care. Most of us right here in the panel might not care. I might actually not care. But I have to acknowledge that they do have deals, and then Call of Duty is the biggest deal, and it's going to knock them out of orbit.
It doesn't bother you in any
so
way, shape, or form.
I feel like it's a little waste. I feel like it's a waste of money prematurely.
You don't care. You don't care. You're about.
I still gotta report the news though. I mean,
you gotta report it, but let's be real. When February comes and Horizon drops, you're gonna spend 80 billion hours just swimming, taking pictures of water and shit. I know you. I know you,
man.
I know you.
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna be trying my hardest to find some time to play Horizon because there's a lot of other shit, I'm doing and stuff. So I'm gonna try my hardest.
Briggs, Sam, get ready for the water photo spam. I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, get ready for it. Videos too. So the pattern I followed is you have a big acquisition announcement in the beginning of the year. You don't have anything else for the rest of the year. You push a lot of your games back to the end of the year, and then that's your year for Xbox. It's a little boring, because eventually, no matter how big of an announcement this is, it goes away eventually. And people talk about the next new topic.
Only a little boring, bruh. They bought Bethesda in the beginning of last year, right? And then they spent all year talking about it with nothing actually coming from it. Besides.
Well, you know what? You're right about that. No, I'm talking about like the news cycle. The news cycle eventually moves on to other games or announcements,
Yeah, and I'm saying they bought Bethesda and in the beginning of the year, and Bethesda's big new IP, Deathloop, ended up not being on Xbox. For the company that bought them. So, my assumption is that Activision has a game plan that's gonna end up on PlayStation and PC only, and not Xbox this year.
Maybe. Because, Bethesda had exclusivity deals with Sony before they were bought out, like Ghostwire and Deathloop. Maybe.
That'll be some real crazy shit, bro. If I was Xbox, if I was Xbox, I'm J-Tech. I think Xbox needs to go third party. They need to stop pussyfooting around. They're stacking up on noticeable companies, popular companies, and IPs, and they got enough to go third party. But it's tricky, right? Because you don't want to leave the console.
I gotta do that stuff.
Okay, man. You don't want to leave the console, and you're not sure you can survive on your own under third party. And then you made the service that I guess is supposed to be your bread and butter, but it hasn't made the butter yet. and I'm talking about Game Pass. So it's really confusing what they're doing, man. I mean, maybe they see a vision that I don't see yet, but
I don't think they're trying to have Game Pass be sustainable anytime soon. I think they've decided that they're just gonna lose money, and they can afford to lose the money for years until something works out, or they decide to give up on it.
And if they give up on Game Pass, they make money off of the acquisitions they made in the past. Is that the plan?
I don't know what's gonna happen because
I love it though, because the fanboys are just gonna say, like Mr. J was just saying, they're gonna talk about it throughout the whole year with nothing actually coming from it. We're gonna still get, Horizon and God of War and Gran Turismo and PlayStation VR. We're gonna get that this year, but these guys are just gonna be talking about what ifs.
Yeah.
What ifs doesn't provide you with games to play immediately, obviously. Let me turn to the chat, see what your thoughts are on this shit. Oh, we had Ken Masters in here from Street Fighter. I have a feeling Microsoft is going to buy Ubisoft and Remedy. I have a feeling that if they wanted to pick up Remedy, they would have done it already because I expect it to be cheaper than Ubisoft. And I feel that if they would have picked up Ubisoft, they probably would have did it before Ubisoft made their little store. But anything's still possible. Okay, I don't know who blocked Ken Masters, but I don't think he said anything negative. Let me go and block that guy. I don't think he said anything negative. Yeah, I don't think he said anything bad. Waluigi is still in here. And are we now in bed with Sega? Ooh. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Sony can start chipping off some small ones. People might think they're big, but they can still be small acquisitions. Like, we know that Sega has Atlas. And
yeah,
we know Sony loves Atlas. Right?
Oh yeah.
And they had a good thing going with Sega when it came to Yakuza. But then Microsoft struck a partnership, not a acquisition, a partnership to get Yakuza over there. Yakuza ain't doing shit over there. And it has devalued the brand because the game wasn't only on PC, it went to Xbox, which, as you know, that's a Japanese game and people love it only on PlayStation. So I think it devalued the brand a little bit, especially what they tried to do with 7. I feel that Sega is still Sega, but I do feel that Sony could step in anytime and acquire Sega, no problem, and then get Atlas as a consolation prize, especially before Atlas announced that all Persona games are going multi-plat. Because like what they did with Yakuza and the way that Sony operates, Sony doesn't operate like Microsoft.
Yeah.
Microsoft will buy somebody and still allow their games on another platform. Sony is not going to do that. You know, unless they're like one and done game, hey, they already came out, but going forward, nothing else. Or we're going to pull them over. Or, if they haven't done it yet because they haven't purchased anybody on that level. But, Sega, Atlas, I could see Sony going after Capcom, especially since Sony and Capcom see eye to eye when it comes to fighting games. The deep history of Monster Hunter starting on PlayStation platforms that they also have. Yes, it would take Monster Hunter off of Nintendo platforms for the foreseeable future. So Sega, Capcom, Square Enix, which they're already in bed with. If you're going to stay with only your company's only your country's game developers or studios or companies, then just like Microsoft did with American companies, then that's what Sony would have to be picking up. That would be a pretty big dent. It would keep people that like those type of games home at PlayStation. I think that's what I mean. From what Microsoft's doing, it looks set in stone. We have to see if PlayStation wakes up and do this. TrueWitty has been saying for going on a year or more now that Sony need to just get Square. And I was like, yeah. But I think they should wait until like another big acquisition. And this is that big acquisition. I was like, this should wake Sony up and they should do the thing they need to do. I think, if I'm not mistaken, before the middle of the year in June, Sony will probably have 2 or more new acquisitions announced. And we might get one fairly soon in reaction to what just happened. Sony is not going to stay still and just release games, VR, give us the firmware updates, and do the Discord integration. They got some curveballs coming everybody's way. And we know they're good for it. We know Sony's good for being quiet and then just doing some crazy shit. Cat Lover 97, what's going on? What's your thoughts on this? I know you saw the stocks rise for Microsoft today. My Cash App gave me an update that Microsoft is supposed to be talking about their financials. Oh shit, this is another pattern. On January 25th. And this is exactly what I was telling people. I was telling people that Microsoft was going to have to give numbers for Game Pass. And on January 25th, those numbers are probably not going to be at 30 million. What can help get people to subscribe to Game Pass even if you don't have anything readily available? The promise that games like Call of Duty will go to Game Pass based off of this acquisition is enough to get people to subscribe prematurely to Game Pass so that you can report those numbers by next week.
Yeah.
It's a really smart strategy to keep your numbers high before you announce your financials. So we'll see how many people subscribe to Game Pass between now and next Tuesday. I hope it's enough for them to say 30 million, but I'm not sure if they'll give out a number until next year. The only studio I can see Sony trying to buy is maybe Konami or Kojima. Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, yeah, my earbuds had to charge, so I had to switch to my regular phone. But yeah, every now and then I hear about people saying that like Sony should buy the IPs off of Konami, and the weird thing about that is like companies will sit on IPs and just not use them. Yeah. They will wait until they can use them themselves. That's why it's very rare for
somebody to give up their IP. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't.
And even if it takes 10 years, like Crash Bandicoot, you can expect somebody to sit on their IP until they feel the need to use it again. Now,
because I remember during the PS3 generation, like there were some rumors about being like, oh, maybe Sony should buy the rights back from Activision for Crash, and it's like, no, Activision they sat on the IP until they found an opportunity to use it.
True. I think that they are in a great position to pick up Kojima. No problem. I mean, they funded everything that he is after he left Konami. So I have no problem with that one.
Yeah, they basically saved his business.
Exactly. I believe if they can get Kojima, ultimately they will go after Konami as well. And then Square Enix they're in bed with, so it's all but confirmed that they will upgrade their partnership to an acquisition. They should be able to pick up Sega or Capcom fairly easy for a good price. And they're just gonna boost the numbers of what their gamers really want. And their gamers were worried for some time now about their focus on Japanese games. And now that we see so many United States company out of their grasp because of these acquisitions of Microsoft, it should focus it should put Sony's attention back into what their gamers want and what's going to be good for their business going forward as far as locking down games that are very, very big. We're talking about Sonic from Sega, Street Fighter from Capcom, Final Fantasy from Square Enix, Metal Gear from Konami and Kojima. Like, going forward, that will be pretty big dents to Xbox not to have those type of games on the table anymore. Because a lot of the United States games are no longer going to be on the table for PlayStation.
Yeah.
This is the evolution of the console war of the 90s. Shit is crazy now. They're playing like Monopoly. No pun intended. They're playing Monopoly. Like, they're just buying up businesses.
It seems just as fun.
I mean, it is. I mean, even from like a premature, like, you know, like lower level stance like myself, I don't really understand all the shit, but, you know, I understand what gamers could benefit from their company of choice picking up another company, you know. If I had a wish, Sony would get Bungie or Square. See, Bungie, that shit's funny, isn't it? Oh, man. Didn't Bungie used to work for, what, Blizzard or Activision?
Yeah.
And now they work for Microsoft.
No, they're independent.
No, I'm talking about Activision and Blizzard. They're now a part of Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
So I was wondering,
like Bungie,
do you think that Bungie would go
there,
and just was like, hey, let me just join you? Or would they be like, that make them more reluctant to not be nowhere near them and then go somewhere else?
Yeah, because like Bungie worked with Activision to get Destiny off the ground, but now that Destiny is like a mainstream IP, they want to be independent.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I could see them making another partnership with PlayStation, and this one probably, if it's another Destiny or a new IP, it would definitely be exclusive to PlayStation for some time. I don't feel that it would be a multi-platform game, and I feel like Sony is going to be, or was already in the process of doing that this gen, and this information was leaked out to Microsoft, and this is why they're reacting in this type of way. We're talking about back-to-back, over the course of 2 fucking years, they made these type of acquisitions. They had inside information of what Sony was doing with some of their game partnerships and timed exclusives, which is kind of fucked up that they have that much information on Sony. It really, really is kind of weird that they have that much information on Sony, and this is how they react. Because they don't have any big IPs to counteract any of the timed exclusive deals that Sony is making or the big IPs that Sony is releasing from their in-house studios. Microsoft just can't react. They can't bring out a big enough game to counteract Horizon or Gran Turismo right now, or even God of War later on. Like, they just can't. And this is the only way they know how to deal with it. Let me buy something that your fans like and make you look bad because you were powerless enough to stop us. You know, like, I feel like that's what it's really coming down to. It's like Microsoft got that money. They can make this shit happen. In turn, the media makes PlayStation look like they're bad because they couldn't stop them. But if PlayStation stopped them, like, what financial position would they be in after a big acquisition like this, if they could even make it happen? You know, like, it's crazy, bro. I don't think they're on bad terms, but I believe that if they wanted to be absorbed back into Microsoft, they would have done it already.
Oh, are you talking about Bungie?
Yeah.
I think Bungie just didn't want to be a Halo machine for Microsoft because that's what 343 is. All they do is make Halo. They don't get to make their own stuff.
Exactly. Ghostface, you said it's $200 for joining Discord. No, it's actually free. I just put that price tag on there to keep PC fans out. I'm not trying to have a lot of people join and fuck up our Discord anymore. So I put a $200 price tag on it. You want to pay it and you're a PC dude, you can do that shit. But I give you the code for free, but you have to have a PSN to get accepted. Other than that, we just kick you out. So there is... Actually, let me go check this shit out. There was somebody else that joined, right? Just in the welcome. Okay. Ghostface, you're in the welcome, right? You joined. I think you joined through the link. There was a fake TrueWitty account that tried to join. And then there's a Dr. Vistar that never said anything. So we got to get you up out of here, buddy. You guys have the permission to say stuff when you go into the welcome section, but you not saying anything makes it a little suspicious when we see you join in. So yeah, so I don't have any information on Dr. Vista, so we got to kick you out, buddy. I see that you're playing Dota 2, so I'm guessing you're a PC dude. So yeah, we're really just trying to get PlayStation dudes up here, because this is, that's what we're gonna be talking about, There we go. Ghostface, do you got a PSN account that we can check real quick? We only got 9 minutes until I gotta get up out of here. Okay, feels like a monopoly issue slowly creeping to monopoly issue. I feel. Yeah, I mean, even if Sony picks up studios, the studio acquisition Sony has been picking up does not make any of their activities look like a monopoly. Not like Microsoft. It's the status. It's the sheer size of the companies that Microsoft is picking up and the price tags. That's just like, whoa, bro. Like that seems like it's like a hostile takeover of the whole gaming industry at this point.
Their biggest acquisition ever as a company.
Exactly, like $70 billion, bro. And then we heard that they tried to pick up Take-Two just last year, bro. Like, bro, like, I don't know, but they rejected them. And remember when they found out they had a lot of inside information that I'm not really comfortable with them knowing. They knew ahead of time that Sony was making a deal with Discord, and then they tried to acquire Discord. Remember that? Like, bro, it's like they know a lot of shit I don't feel like they should be knowing. They know almost every move Sony's making. There's somebody working over there that's leaking out all that info.
Now, I'm not gonna say that Sony is gonna buy Take-Two. What I will say is the same thing that Mr. Jimbo Ryan said when they had revealed the PS5. He said that the partnership with Take-Two would continue with GTA. So I think Microsoft failing to make a deal with Take-Two is because Take-Two already sat down with Sony and they already had meetings and conversations, which maybe it'll lead to an acquisition, or maybe it'll be just like GTA 6 not releasing on Xbox.
Yeah, and I feel like going forward, Sony will be more. They're going to be more aggressive with their partnerships and timed exclusivity deals. I mean,
yeah,
we kind of saw that with Forspoken being a 2-year deal.
Damn, they already have a crap load.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, um, I mean, they're in a popular position to secure a crap load of deals because they were the winner unanimously of the last generation. They are the share. What is it? A market leader.
So
I mean,
Microsoft tried to buy every other major publisher.
basically,
Like, which ones haven't they tried to get yet, then?
which ones haven't they tried to get, or which ones haven't they secured? Shit, I don't know who else they haven't went to.
At this point, yeah, you'd figure they'd try to buy everybody.
Yeah, I figured that they probably sent some messages out to a lot of people, and there's a good amount of people that rejected them. But we're talking about, like, if they get to EA level, like if they put a Sam, was you here when we talked about the maybe Mike Ybarra kind of sabotage Activision to make them cheap enough for Microsoft to pick up?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, if they was to do that type of strategy with EA, they could possibly pick up EA. Mike Ybarra started working at Activision Blizzard, then shit went down or got publicized, and then his old boss buys his new boss.
Gotcha. So he was there to bring all this harassment stuff out to the public or whatever.
I can't say if it's 100% true, but it looks really, really bad.
It's so suspicious.
It is really suspicious. Like, Jason Schreier didn't talk about none of the Activision shit until after Mike Ybarra started working there. And like somebody said, Mike Ybarra was 100% quiet today on Twitter with all this news.
He just put a smiley face.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's pretty fucked up. But it's funny. It's funny at the same time, bro. I mean, just out the realm of console war, it's pretty fucked up. It's like some movie level type shit, like the Wolf of Wall Street type shit, bro.
Yeah, man, like, it sounds like a conspiracy, but it's not. I mean, maybe he really was planted into Activision to turn around and get bought up by Microsoft, bro. And it's safe to say that, like, now that Microsoft has secured Activision, like, they definitely have tried to just buy the industry at this point. They've tried to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if anything can stop them. The courts, any ruling laws, I don't think anything can stop. I mean, look how far they got already.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be a little weird when they buy EA, but I see, as far as the pattern right now, their track record is they go bigger and bigger. So Bethesda, now they got Activision. EA hasn't been in the best shape, but if they can go a little lower, they can pick up EA next year.
I would think that'd be the next or main target at this point.
Yeah,
you got Call of Duty, you get the
to make sure you have all the sports, like all the major multiplats that we're doing on PlayStation. You want to still have them on PlayStation doing good, and then you just reap the benefits. And again, like I said, no PlayStation fan is gonna say, "Oh well, Microsoft owns this game now. I'm not gonna buy it." And I don't think a lot of casual PlayStation gamers care about the politics of what's going on right now.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be none the wiser to making Microsoft's pockets fatter. But I do think that they might have to use the mole technique, if they haven't already, to put somebody over to EA to bring down that value so Microsoft can pick them up.
So when do you expect to see some kind of a Sony counter?
Honestly,
are we gonna get more Horizon footage or something? Like, what
I mean, it's not a counter because it's organic. Like, we know we have to get more Horizon stuff because the game comes out next month, and it's probably gonna go gold at the end of this month. But I would expect next month. What I expect is that, you remember when Returnal was coming out, there was a state of play for Ratchet and Clank. I think they might have something on that level. When Horizon's about to come out, the state of play won't be for Horizon. It'll be for God of War instead, with a release date and shit. They have to continue business as usual, you know. You know, they can't like shut down because of this shit. They have to continue the business as usual. but have room for growth. We know about the firmwares. We know about the Discord integration. What we don't know about is the type of acquisitions that they're planning to do or they're comfortable doing this year. That's something that I expect us to get our first acquisition in response to this shit. I would expect it fairly soon, within the next month. Within the next 30 days.
We're definitely going to get more news on the future projects.
Yeah, I feel like the small ones that the gamers been telling them to pick up, they need to pick them up before Microsoft does. Like Ember Labs and the people that make Sifu, like just get them motherfuckers out the way. If you want to mess around with the small shit and then get the big shit at the end of the year or in the middle of the year, get Ember Labs, get the people to do Sifu, then aim for whoever's the smallest out of Square, Capcom, and Sega. And then just continue. Make sure you focus on exclusives. You have to bring people over here to this ecosystem, spending money, subscribing to PlayStation Plus, buying games over here. You know, just, hey man, try your best. But eventually it's going to be nowhere you can turn where your gamers are not giving money to Microsoft in some way, shape, or form. Okay, it's 2:00, guys. I appreciate all the support, all the love for the discussion we had. We will be back on Thursday. If we go live tomorrow, I will let you guys know by 10. But we will be back on Thursday. That's our schedule, Tuesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We take a break on Monday and Wednesday. But I will have discussions with you guys on Twitter. Quite possibly I will do a Twitter space if we don't go live tomorrow. Might, use that time to do a Twitter space. Also editing my my invasion montage for Demon Souls, which is an independent video I'm working on. So yeah, we'll talk about this. Sunday show should be crazy, but
And I appreciate you for having me on here
no problem,
talk
man.
about this because I love Crash Bandicoot so much, man, and it's really disappointing to me that Sony has had numerous times to share the same love that I have, and they just didn't care. So
yeah, and it's fucked up that they, whatever it would have took to buy the IPs back, we know they had the money, but they didn't think it was valuable enough to do. And
yeah.
I feel like it was stupid because now that character as well as Spyro is out of your grasp.
Yeah.
You're going to kick yourself in the fucking ass for the foreseeable future. What Sony needs to stop doing is trying to wait shit out. Like some type of events like this, you have to act now. You cannot just continue to wait and hope shit turns around. You have to fucking act. So,
yeah.
As far as a response to this, you got to get on the fucking phone and see who the fuck is available. Because other than that, Microsoft's going to buy them and put their game on Game Pass. And then the only way you can get their games on your platform is if you allow Game Pass on your fucking platform. And I don't think that's what they want.
Yeah, I think that's why Sony's making more first-party multiplayer because they already knew something like this was going to happen, and so thankfully with the PS4 generation, they're making more money than they've ever had, so they need to take advantage of that and start building.
Exactly, I agree 100%. Okay, I'm out, guys. I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, have a good day, man.
On Twitter. If you hit that pinned tweet right there, the description, or go to my YouTube page, you'll find all my links that will take you to all the different links to keep in contact with me. And through those links, if you send me a DM and you want to get on the Discord and be a contributor, use your voice and give us some opinions and your takes on this stuff, I will definitely add you. Don't worry, you don't have to pay $200. It's just to protect the group from a lot of trolls and shit. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm out.